that. All right. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so getting back into it. Well, where we left off last time, you guys finished book 1 of the campaign. Well done. After some decisive fucking victories over at the Stag Lord's fort. You killed off him, as well as all his lieutenants, which included some rather talented men who had forsaken Abadar, and some animal handlers, and just a slew of bandits. But you ended up actually recruiting his father from the underground section. And we began founding your kingdom. So I can put the settlement one on in a second here. Well, it says town, but that's the one that it is meant to be. And you guys have begun founding your kingdom. So your guys' initial settlement, I know that's very big, don't worry, I shall shrink it. You began building the hex right over the Stag Lord's fort. So that hex in question is technically it's hilly coastline. You got the Tuskwater Lake there below you. Your initial charter is that purple boundary, but now that you've founded a kingdom, you can start pushing out a bit farther than that. You have claimed that square, or that hex, as well as the one up northeast to you. I'm still deciding on what token will best indicate that without taking up too much space. And you also constructed a farm over here. And you began putting buildings in your first settlement, which I believe, did we settle on New Absalom for the town? Okay. Yes. Sorry, go ahead. Just replace the map ones. That is true. You are not wrong. Okay. I will replace them with one of those then. But yeah, you guys had to make a whole bunch of decisions, as now you are the ruling council. Avon, being ruler, you recruited the dad of the Stag Lord, Nugra the Decrepit. Ludwig is our general. You guys brought in Representative Siora Miasalor, who is the Grand Diplomat, and she's also a representative from Kyonin, the Elven capital, which potentially, if you guys want to later, there's a Foreign Relations tab. You could open up some embassies with Kyonin. You sent word to Grace, the priest of Abadar, that Avon knows, and you guys actually met her at the initial party back in the day. She's coming down to be High Priest. You talked to Thurlin Adona. She is the woman from the Technic League, who was kind of under the guise of going to the initial party as there for the Black Sovereign, but is really only there for the Technic League. It seemed to be what you guys pieced together. Then we're still looking for a marshal, I believe. We got Grellin as the Royal Enforcer, Song as the Treasurer, Trell as the Spy Master, and recruited Keston Garrus as the Warden. Kind of all the highlights of our building. I'll say on the town itself, you guys have put a house and a town hall. And I can actually, now that we know it's New Absalom, I can bring us back over to that map. This is our founding city of New Absalom. And we have... Where is our house icon? House is 1 square. And up to you, we can always rearrange these. You don't have to be where I'm putting them. I'm just kind of picking some spots. And Town Hall is a 1x2 square. All right. Any questions before we kind of start heading into book 2 here? We're gonna do our first upkeep phases to manage our kingdom. Sounds like no. All right. So we are going to begin taking care of our kingdom with an upkeep check. So basically that is a d20 plus our stability minus our unrest. Currently there is no unrest, so it's a d20 plus 14. You're looking to beat a 23 right now. Avon, if you want to roll that just as ruler up there, can begin with that roll. Plus, let me double check. Yeah, 14 is your current stability. So that is a success. There is no unrest. Normally that would subtract some unrest, but you guys are already at 0. And then we are going over here. No unrest. All right. Can players declare unrest? You want to start some shit? All right. You know what? I don't think it's going to be enough of a modifier, but we'll keep it in mind. Yeah. Basically, you just have to, like, compliment a servant as you go by them in the town hall, and you're like, okay, we've defeated that. Alright, so, anyway, you guys got that. Next is our consumption. Currently, you guys don't really have anything consuming resources, I believe, from the current buildings you've put in and the farms that you have. You should be good. We don't have anything that can produce magic items yet. Let's see. All of our kingdom attributes are positive, so we don't have any unrest to modify. So our royal enforcer doesn't have to, whip people back in order. Yeah. That means we don't have to, lose any control of hexes, nothing like that. Doesn't lead to the ultimate badness of anarchy. So that's going to bring us to our edict phase. Now we're going to start making some exciting decisions about rule. Alright, so we have all of our current PCs and NPCs assigned. I might have missed it in the chat, but did we think of anybody else that we wanted as our... Who are we missing? Sorry, the Marshal? We don't have to have one now, but... Okay, we'll be on the prowl for a Marshal there. And they pen the bandit. He's not. If you can if you want, but he's not very good. He is a good note taker. He'll stand next to the throne. But yeah, Marshal's good dex or wisdom person basically. All right, so we have all of our stuff there. We are claiming hexes. Since this is technically a new phase, you guys want to claim one more? I'd allow it. Now that we're getting into the swing of things. Okay. I'm just gonna put dragging it onto the map now. I found this kind of like Abaddon-esque rune symbol that I'm gonna use for claiming. Yes, I was just lining up the tokens first. So we're gonna put that there. Okay, so you've now claimed the silver mine as well. Yep, go ahead. I feel like it should be like a huge penalty. I mean, hey, unless you guys want to spend the resources to uplift Mishka the dog, that is a acceptable use of your time.
We have a druid. Can they cast Awaken on him?
I don't think. What level is Awaken? I think it's too high for you guys right now.
Level 5, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's a little outside the wheelhouse right now. Alright. Oh, guess audio wasn't working very well on the stream, but hopefully that fixed it. Okay, so back to kingdom building. So we can spend 1 additional BP. Currently that brings us to 18. Kind of still going on the river. This is still technically hilly coastline. And that is effectively a already built mine, so we can actually add that for free. Claim this hex. Need to do mine, buy for free. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to keep notes on the Hero Lab document as we go. All right. Okay. So, with that in mind, you guys, I assume, are not creating an army as of yet, but we can start raising one later. All right. In that case, we can start working on edicts to issue. Cool. I'll make sure. So there's basically, I mean, I know there's a variety of different edicts. You know, we got holiday ones, improvement edicts, taxation, diplomatic edict. And
increase taxes.
I mean, you could. It would increase your income.
But we need to
so
keep
basically
taxes low so people want to come here.
Yeah,
Then
so
raise the taxes.
You can set the holiday edict, promotion edict, and taxation edict to what you would like them to be. So I guess we can start with holiday. The default is no holidays for the year. 1 holiday, 6, 12, or 24. Those all use up different amounts of They add loyalty, but they also add consumption. 1 is +1 for loyalty and consumption, then +2 is the next category, +3 +4, and +4 +8 if you want your kingdom to have 24 holidays a year.
Well, that sounds nice.
I think just 1 for now.
Just 1, okay. Boost loyalty by 1, boost consumption by 1. For 6, 2 and 2. That's still a 1-to-1 ratio. Hearing 1 vote for 1, vote for 6.
Avon's for as many as we can afford.
Income is not huge right now, so yeah, having too much consumption would be rough.
As the treasurer, I would like to just do 1 holiday for now.
You are a treasurer.
But next year more, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, next is our promotion edict. There can be token promotion. Go ahead.
We got to promote this. Got to get people coming in here.
Yes. So basically, this would influence our stability. Kind of the same, tiers as the last one. Like first one was 1-1, 2-2, 3-4, or 4-8, which is token, standard, aggressive, or expansionist promotion for your kingdom. Truly expansionist is wild. And this one ups stability. And then finally we'll get to taxes, the one that everyone wants.
Hell yeah.
You guys think Grelin thinks standard? +2 stability, +2 consumption?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, so that'll be standard promotion. Next is our taxation. So, this one's it's plus and negatives this time. Light taxation is +1 economy, -1 loyalty, then +2 -2, +3 -4, +4 -8. For reference, you're
-8. Oh, that taxes.
just go up to 20 economy with fucking 7 loyalty.
Well, I think if we're gonna do that, we have to boost promotion quite a bit too.
Get the loyalty out of the way.
I think just +1 taxes for now will be fine.
Light taxation. Okay. So in that case, let me save. Right, we got 1 holiday, standard promotion, light taxation, tax the rich in our like wooden fort city. Truly, the 1%ers are to blame for our kingdom's woes. All right,
We are the 1%ers.
you guys are gonna get guillotined pretty hard. That's actually the new ending I'm gonna write. Is they just revolt and it's just full French Revolution.
Yeah, guillotining, magic cast.
Book 6 is just let them eat cake is the new title. Okay, cool. We got our edicts going. Let's do our income phase, making withdrawals from the treasury. Basically, you can expend BP on things related to running the kingdom. If you want to spend some of the kingdom's resources on something for your own personal benefit, you guys can withdraw BP from the treasury and convert it to gold. Each BP is 2,000 gold of funds.
Yeah, we shouldn't do that.
So currently, I will say after that third hex you guys just claimed, and then you got the mine for free, so you currently have 18 build points right now. So that's kind of like what's in the treasury. You guys could make deposits into the treasury. That's kind of like selling items. Like you have to deposit 4,000 instead of like the 2,000 from pulling out a battle point or build point, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we want to do that right now either.
You were poor.
Fair enough. In that case, it is time to collect taxes. If our treasurer wants to roll that is going to be an economy check that we divide by 3. So it's going to be a D20 plus 17. You guys got a pretty good economy right now, especially with that mine going. Okay. So 35. I believe it's rounded down. So still, it goes up by 3 BP, which is actually like pretty significant.
Well, if it's divided by 3.
Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? I can't do math. 10, sorry.
Yeah.
11. 30. Yes, thank you. My brain is melting today. I apologize.
11 BP.
So we got journal entry.
Song just goes on and knocks on all the doors and collects taxes or something.
Good God. Yeah, that was extremely competent bookkeeping from the treasurer. Okay, so you guys went from 18 to 29. Pretty good. Wow, that was fucking wild. I will say, since you are bringing in outsiders like from Kyonin and the Technic League, the more you guys can positively interact with them, you could try to open embassies. Eventually, you could do an alliance. Or a treaty. Those are kind of like the different tiers. Start with an embassy, get a treaty, get an alliance. If you guys want to, you can attempt that right away for those 2 factions. The risk is just if you fail the check by 5 or more, your kingdom's fame starts going down. And the other kingdom, doesn't like you as much.
What would the check be?
The check in this case is a diplomacy check, and it uses the Diplomatic Edict DC. Sorry, give me a second to double check the Diplomatic Edict. DC is 10 plus infamy plus kingdom's size modifier. Oh my god, this is such a long equation. Plus alignment difference modifier plus relationship plus is this? Hold on. Let's see, this is just in Hero Lab to make this simpler. Good god. Okay. If not, I will do even more math. All right, so you guys are a lawful good kingdom, which puts you a bit outside of Kyonin's alignment. They are chaotic good. So it's going to be basically your representative. You can pick anyone from the kingdom to kind of try to convince the Kyonin government. So whoever, wants to roll that diplomacy check. It will cost you 1d4 build points to attempt to make a embassy. And for you guys, the DC, it's going to be about 20 on a diplomacy check. You can also try to bribe. Okay, I was going to say you can try to bribe them as well.
32
yes,
do it?
That will do it. That will do it. Oh my god. Okay. So that is a successful embassy. I'm going to add that to your guys' sheet. Nice. So while you have... Oh, you succeeded by... How much more did you succeed by? 5, 10, by 2. Kyonin is big into you guys right now with that, how far that exceeded. Your guys' fame should be up to 3 now. And it's a bit more on your consumption, but having good fame is definitely helping you. Okay. So let's get... And that is nearly the end. I just have to make one last roll. Okay. This is the most notes I think I have for anything.
I mean, I don't know. You had a lot of notes for War for the Crown.
I did. You guys are very into making me have the most bookkeeping of any campaign.
You're very into having a lot of bookkeeping for your campaigns.
God, I love when I get a campaign like Wednesday night's Horde of the Dragon Queen. It's like, hey, there's a big dragon. Go kill it. Okay, so something is going to happen here during this first, phase you guys are doing. That is going to be... Okay. And what exactly is that going to add? Okay. As you guys have founded this in the Stolen Lands, now it's your own little barony. But that draws a lot of, criminals, a lot of new things to do. So there's currently a sensational crime occurring within your kingdom. There is this, daring do bandit. He's got, a kind of little black Zorro mask on that has been going around robbing the citizens that came with your initial decree of the barony. You guys have to attempt a stability check to try to bring this bandit to heel. And if it's a fail, your unrest will go up.
So whose responsibility would this be?
Give me one sec. Answering a quick question. All right. So, the representative for this, let's see. In this case, it would be a matter resolved by the Royal Enforcer. So Grelin, that would be you.
Gremlin.
You are going to be making a stability check. There is a specific DC for this, but basically you're doing a D20 plus your stability, which for you guys now, sorry with all your new updates, is currently 16.
My Wi-Fi cut out for a second. What am I stabilizing?
There is a serial bandit thief that has been that came to your new barony. And you were trying to stop him lest he increase unrest in the kingdom by robbing all your citizens.
Oh, I bet it's the Night Swan.
Shout out to the Night Swan.
So
Even though I guess this canonically this is 10 years before she's born or something. I don't know. I guess no, she's definitely born by now. She'd be 12 years old.
She's probably coming out here to get her start.
Yeah, this is where she gave her start. 25 does succeed. Grelin, you catch news of this, and you pretty immediately, up to if you gather some guards, or if you just slip out in the cover of darkness, and just catch this thief mid-robbery. Publicly bring him back through town, toss him in the dungeons or what have you, whatever you guys decide to do for his trial. I don't have an actual trial mechanic right now, but if need be, we can try to develop one. But because of that, your unrest does not go up.
Was it someone that we've met before, or some total stranger?
In this case, it was a stranger.
All right.
They're kind of more... I have two lists. There's a more general list, and one that has some specific plot relevant lists, if that makes sense.
I'm just glad it wasn't Ben the Bandit.
No, Ben the Bandit is how he would never.
Yeah.
He's so loyal.
Do that. Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of all that, your control DC has gone up a little bit. It's 24. But your economy is 17, loyalty 14, stability 16. Consumption is 4. So basically, next time we go through this, you'll lose 4 build points just from upkeeping the kingdom. However, your fame went up to 3 thanks to your successes with the Kyonin kingdom. So pretty good.
Nice job, Crow.
Big question.
Yes, potentially an answer.
So Grelin's all about rehabilitation. How unrest-like would it be if I said, hey, instead of jail, you work for our spy master now?
Well, it depends. Is he working, as a spy, the king wasn't, you don't want them to know, or are you putting him up in front of everyone hey, he works for me now?
Probably don't want them to know, but they think he's in jail, but he's working for us now.
Yeah, that shouldn't affect unrest at all.
No, yeah, I think, I don't think that's going to affect unrest. I think maybe if you mess up in some huge way, maybe there's a chance hey, we thought that bandit was in jail, but if you're keeping him, behind the public eye, I think that's just fine.
Because rehabilitation for all.
The chat was making suggestions the trials are just voted by the audience. They're the jury of your peers. Good God. Okay. So that is the end of our first, kingdom phase. Hell yeah. And I will send you guys a new PDF of that shortly. It won't be necessary right away. But if it becomes necessary for a check, I can tell you what you're sitting with here. All right.
I think what we need to do is explore the area around our new town. We don't want to have any major enemies or problems right on our doorstep.
Yeah. I'll put a little gold coin to show that you guys have this under your little horse. So you want to continue exploring around here?
I think so. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah. At this point, with the barony, you're kind of a bit more free reign. You don't have that initial barrier that the first charter gave you. Me as a video game completionist, I if I were you guys, I'd keep the purple line, see how much farther you've grown, but I can remove it if you would like. I'm not pressed either way. You don't have to
That
decide
would
right now
be
either.
for now.
Okay, so if we're
Let's head over
exploring...
there.
Alright, that is going to be another hills one. Let me get my polygon reveal out. Kind of, per usual, if you guys are looking for... everyone in the group can either choose to make a perception or a survival check. Kind of seeing if there's man-made shenanigans or natural shenanigans going on here. Alright, we got 17, 21... Avon, you got a lot of bookkeeping to do, so you're got the Abadar holy text in front of you while you're searching.
No, I'm looking for game for hunting.
Okay, so 7. Well, I mean, Mishka definitely might track some game here. So you guys are 1 to the right.
Song is preoccupied with the treasury.
Yeah, oh my god. Well, I mean, to be fair, Song she's an incredibly capable treasurer, as we've just proved, so, maybe a little bit of that's got to seep into the adventuring. Okay, we got a perception survival. Grellin, on perception, there doesn't seem to be any man-made stuff on this hill hexagon. However, Grellin on a 14, just barely, you start to find evidence of a rather large predator. If you want to go ahead and make a nature check. This would appear to be a... Sorry, let me get some water in a second. This would appear to be a pack of wolves at first. Then you realize that the one in the lead is a lot bigger. It might be a warg instead of a wolf. Also, if you guys want to make a diplomacy check as a group here to gather information, I wrote out the next 2 bounty boards, and we'll see how many of them you actually get to see.
I will aid Trell.
Okay, bump it up to a 20, nice. And then, if that's assisting as well, 22. And that is 24, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you guys are enough to get both bounty boards. I have 2 handouts for it. Give you bounty board 1 and bounty board 2. A lot of these are put up with your new citizens coming to town. I know the pictures are a little hard to read with how they compressed, but if you scroll down, I put in all the written descriptions as well. So a couple different things. On bounty board 1, there is the Drake Hunt bounty. Rumors of a dragon hunting the southern Gnarl Marshes are probably, hopefully, overstated. There's Troll Blood is another one. Some of the alchemists, perhaps even Boken, think that troll blood would be a great catalyst for potions. You think back to the posters you would have seen, Grell, and you realize that this warg is likely Howl of the North Wind, and he's been eating a lot of bandits and hunters for years in the region. Then there's a quest about shambling mounds. I don't want to read them all the way through, you guys, so you can kind of read through your leisure. Young Tig Tannerson is missing. There is a giant ill-tempered turtle in Tuskwater. There is a quest given by a local lumberjack who saw a monster. Everyone thought he was drunk. And then the Lady's Desire quest. This lady's heard about an old elven ruin. So if you've already got to look through your leisure, see if any of them interest you during your exploring. I'm going to minimize these again. Alright. So I will put a beast token on this map. You definitely have not done enough to know exactly where he is with these checks so far. But you do know that it seems Howl of the North Wind is somewhere on this hexagon.
I suggest that we stay here and keep hunting this thing.
Stay here for the day?
Or, no, I mean until we find it. Camp, explore, more survival checks.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Well, I will say you kind of have the option of like you could finish exploring this hex, or you could like forget that and just focus on trying to specifically track signs of Howl of the North Wind.
No, finish exploring first.
Finish exploring first?
Yep.
All right. I mean, it barely took you much time to get through here with your horses. So it isn't even going to be nighttime after the 8 hours are up for exploring. So I'd say if you guys got a good early start in the morning, probably about like 4 in the evening. Still pretty early evening.
Okay.
So you guys definitely have a couple hours of daylight here to work with.
Well, let's start exploring and keep our eyes peeled for wolves.
All right. I will say kind of a couple. You guys can roll individually, or if you want to pile all your survival behind like a person, you could try to assist them. Put a little map because you guys have not claimed yet, but you have explored.
Who's got the best survival?
I think Grellin,
Probably.
but that is a rough roll. It might be Ludwig, but I haven't heard from him.
No Ludwig.
Yeah.
It would be Ludwig.
I mean, Mishka, that's scent is very important for this check, so that's actually really good.
Oh, hey, that was a good assist.
20, Jesus. I would say with you guys kind of working together, in addition to Mishka having scent, you are going to narrow in on this pretty quickly. You do find the tracks, you know what direction you're going. Are you guys trying to attempt a stealthy approach or kind of just rush in?
Stealthy, but very cautious for an ambush. Because wargs are clever.
All right, go ahead and make a group stealth check. We don't have an odd number, so majority's kind of hard here. But go ahead and make it. We'll see what we get. All right. And I'm going to check. Oh my goodness, how is that the one?
You're supposed to be good at this.
Oh, okay. That was enough of a group success there with those other 3. The enemies kind of fumbled their checks here. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys to one of our hill battle maps. You guys are over on the left. Everyone should be at full health. It's been like literally weeks as you took care of the kingdom. There's no reason you shouldn't be. I guess unless you purposely went out by yourself hunting, but that seems perhaps not the best choice. Alrighty. So it appears they have not yet seen you, but you know there are 3 wolves up ahead. Oops, that's not the token I wanted. There we go. And you can see the warg behind them kind of just prowling.
Alright, so that, is there a spot I can get to that they wouldn't be able to climb up after me that well?
Yeah, there's still trees around in the hills. I'd say you could find a big enough tree.
And can I do it stealthily enough that I don't alert them?
I would say if you want to, this would be like another stealth check if you wanted to go out and climb the tree. Yeah. But yes, it is still possible for sure.
All right, is everybody ready?
Should be.
Anybody got buffs or things that they need to put on?
There we go. God, my token
also on
Make
heightened
a
awareness.
dodge, and I don't think I'm fun.
All right.
Alright. Then I will attempt to stealthily move vertically.
All right, go ahead and make that roll. 14. All right, this is going to be versus the war. I'm going to give one check for the warg, then one for the wolves as a group. You got a 14, you said?
Yep.
The wolves are not as good at sight perception, and you guys are, down. You're like the right direction of wind. You're not getting scented by them, and the warg rolled really bad, so it does not seem like they have spotted you guys yet.
Okay.
So with that in mind, these are kind of the starting positions. Let me just clear our initiative because we haven't fought on this map in a while. Go ahead and roll into initiative. You guys will get a surprise round. And you can choose what your action will be in that as we go through the first initiative. So let's get wolves in there. And then I'm going to get a warg. In this case, it is Howl of the North Wind. 21. Okay. Cool. All right. So, Song, surprise round. What is your action going to be here? Or do you want to move? I guess up to you.
Well, they are all very nice and grouped up, so I think I'm gonna flashbang them. I'm gonna glitter dust all of these wolves.
Fair enough. You guys did catch him napping, so that does make sense. Oh, isn't it it's a 4 foot, is it 2x2 or is it a radius?
It's a radius, 10-foot radius.
Okay, you could just dropped it in there somewhere, you get all of them. Okay, so this is will save. I'm gonna do the wolves first.
The DC 18 will save.
Alright, the wolves are as follows. 20, 14, 6. So 2 fail. I'll mark them with the eye. It's that one and this one. And then the warg. Let me double check that. The warg is going to be 21, so that'll pass.
Alright.
Warg doesn't get to go though because this is a surprise round. As boom, bunch of bright, glittery mist appears in the middle of the wolves. They kind of cough and growl in surprise, which brings us to Avon's surprise round.
Okay, I'm going to smite evil on the warg.
16. This is against his flat-footed. That will do it for 11. You can feel that it is like taking hold.
All right.
Oh, no, did that math wrong. It doesn't look bloody, but it did seem to do a good chunk of damage. Grellin, that is you.
Krellin can't do anything out of distance, so he will just move up.
All right, Grellin, draws a weapon, runs toward the wolf pack. Trell, that is you.
As inspired, Sarah. All
right. Everyone is inspired. As you begin your orations. Wolves don't get the surprise round, so we're back to the top again. Song. You get a full turn this time.
Alrighty. Song is gonna move up a bit. And, how far is this guy?
55.
Far, because even if I moved up another 15, he'd be 40 away. So, I'm going to cast Ear-Piercing Stream on the warg.
Alright, that's still will save, right? Or is that... Okay.
No, it's fortitude, sorry.
He has what?
Fortitude. sorry.
Oh, fortitude? Oh, okay, that does change it. In that case, it is a 19.
Alright, he succeeds, but he still takes.
Let's see what he has this down to. This loud ringing. The ears flatten against his head as he growls in anger.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, let's see. What is our lovely warg going to do? He is gonna start moving towards you guys. You go a bit farther than that. Yeah. Our warg is gonna diagonal up to there. Warg's got a warg, so my dad always told me that as a child. He's gonna run up to you, Grell, he's going in for a bite here. That is 19 against your AC.
Hits.
Alright. You're gonna take 8 damage, and he's gonna make a trip attempt as well. That is presumably not gonna do it, though. Yeah, 13, I imagine, does not trip you.
Nope.
Alright, that was our warg, and now it is Avon.
Now I can take a full round attack.
And, he is no longer flat-footed. Those are just shy for Howl of the North Wind. This boy's been out here hunting. Huh?
Do you have the inspiration?
I do. It's added in.
It's on the... Okay. That would have made a difference. Yeah, Howl of the North Wind is a little better than an average warg. He has been hunting people for years.
He's now in point blank, so that does give me another +1, if that does it.
Oh, is it up to 16?
Yep.
Yeah, that does it.
He ran closer.
God damn. Yeah, it's always so crazy to me when it exactly makes the difference.
Yep.
He is definitely below bloody now, getting down into the red after that 16. That was a pretty sizable hit on this
one
wolf.
more damage too.
One more? Okay. Still in the red, not enough to kill him.
Yep.
Alright, in that case, it is Grellin.
And Grellin will just use his shiny new well-made rapier.
Ooh. Fancy. Did you add the +1 for being masterwork? Never mind, it's so much anyway.
The +1 from masterwork is there, but not from the inspiration.
Okay, he is so very nearly dead. He is about as red as this aura can go. As you stab right through his side. What was that?
I said, if only I had my 2 melee buddies.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for them not to be here for your build. We can get, if you want, I can give Ben the Bandit a fucking dagger for today.
Nah, that's okay. Ben's a win.
I mean, you're right. Alright, Trell, that's you.
I come up with the book.
This, enormous beast, this, lupine animal, has been hunting people in these parts for decades, at least. And he probably never thought that he would die being brained by an extra weighty tome. As the warg goes down under the spine of your book. Truly
Ironbound book, to be fair.
impressive. I guess, yeah, it is a very nice book. Made for hurting. Alright, that's our regular wolves. Is it a morale? Their morale is still going, so they are going to start trying to get closer. One of them can, just right away, and get to Grellin. The other 2 are gonna try to make perception checks with their scent, but the wind is not with them. So this is not going to be very good. They seem to different degrees disoriented. One just wanders this way until he hits a tree. The other one gets a bit closer, but unfortunately starts to veer off to the north. So that is only one that is going to get an attack. Grellin, this is a bite. On you, 11 does not hit. You step out of the way very nimbly. Back to the top of our order. Song.
Alrighty. Did the wolves make their will check to unblind
Oh,
themselves?
I forgot they got another check to get rid of it. That might have changed them. That was Trell. Brained it with a book. Okay, all of that would have happened, though they failed both saves.
Cool. By the way, it's
Fucking glitter dust. The bandits in this region are gonna have to get, like, anti-glitter dust scrolls as they hear the rumors of Song the Treasurer. She's here! Cover your eyes! Hit the deck!
Let's see. I can come up here. I'm going to tase the dog.
I know you're using magic, but I just had the most vivid image of a tiefling holding just like a pocket taser. Okay, go for it.
Does that hit their touch AC?
You know, believe it or not, yes, that hits a wolf's touch AC.
Alright, the wolf takes 16 lightning damage.
Just the worst smell of burnt fur and ozone mixes in the air as the wolf just collapses. God, I forgot they all are on the same thing. Hold on.
Wow, all the wolves collapsed at once. Wow.
it was a hive mind. Okay, alright, well, I'll just get one of them out of here. He doesn't need to be here. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there's a setting roll 20 I'm unaware of, but yeah, basically if I drag out the same monster from my bestiary, it's like, oh, you dragged out 3 of this monster? Surely they must all be the same. Okay. Devastating. That is gonna be... Anything else, or tossing it over to Avon, because the warg is full dead? Ground up gold. It's actually Thread of Glitter Dust that does the taxes. Avon, that is you.
Alright, I'll attack this one over here.
Oh my god, where were those on the warg? Jesus. What is it, 6 and 8? Proving that you guys are masters of nature, just another wolf goes down. Alright, I am having my doubts that this last wolf will even make it to his turn, but Grellin, go ahead.
Grellin's gonna unnecessarily do some backflips, backhand springs over to the wolf.
He is blinded, so you will get sneak attack if you stab him. I have faith. This is a regular wolf. It's not the fancy wolf. The fancy wolf was quickly dealt with, though. That'll do. Go ahead and roll some sneak attack. Another 10 sneak attack. Good God. Okay. He is on death's door. Wait, is that without Trell?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, okay, never mind, then he's dead.
Aww.
God. I will admit, thought that one was gonna be a bit harder. Didn't think you guys would beat the fucking wolves at getting there, but the wind was against you. And also, the weather tables get worse the different directions you guys go in the kingdom, but in the hilly plain region you're in, it's been good weather most of the time you're here. So there was no rain today or anything. Alright, we're out of order. And we're doing milestone for this one. So basically, I'm not gonna tell you how many tasks you need to do, but that is another task towards our next milestone that I am planning. Alright.
Hey, Grellin. Song comes up and lays a hand on Grellin and heals him a bit.
Woof.
Heal for 5, and heals him a bit.
Sorry.
That's not enough to get him up.
Just,
Also-
fuck, what's the Indiana Jones thing? Kali Mask. Just ripping out his fucking heart.
Alright, you should be back up to full.
Alright,
speed.
glad the net gain loss of this encounter was all the wolves dead, and the ruling council just goes back to the city like, oh hey, we're just unscratched.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Okay, so let me bring us back to the overworld.
A key part of being nobility now is that we have to look presentable.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, so that probably taking you. It's probably about nighttime now that you had to track and kill the wolf. And then if you guys, now that you have killed him, where is it? Basically, if you display the body in town, for the citizens to see, you guys get an award of 1,200 GP.
Well, we can do that.
Oh yeah, you can bring it back with you. You guys have to survive the night. Da-na-na. Alright, so you guys are not on the same encounter table anymore because you're in the Kame lands. By 1 hex, you're really close to not being in them, but technically you are. Okay, let's see. There's only 4 of you today, which kind of changes the watch order here. What's the plan for that?
First.
The Kame land. It's just like this section of the Stolen Lands. Or the, River Kingdoms.
Fine for a second.
Waka from some of the other games that I'm running put in the Twitch that everyone in the kingdom's just gonna start buying like welding goggles to combat Song. Kamehame. I was rewatching Dragon Ball Z the other day. It's still good. Well, I mean, maybe not objectively good, but I still like it. Good might be overstating it. Okay, so Grellin is always third. Avon, you're always first or last. I'm blanking here.
Last, if I take myself off mute.
That'll help. All right, so Trell or Song? Who wants to be first?
Trell's first.
Trell's first. Song is second. Grellin third. Avon fourth. Okay. Excellent. So you guys are in the hills of the Kame lands. Alright, where's my dice? Okay, Song. This is during your shift, so we actually will go back to this map for it to be nighttime. Presumably, per usual, you guys got some tents, up around here. Put a little campfire just for the fun of it.
Melchior, my beloved, please give me a better perception. Thank you, Melchior.
Oh my god. The most capable ruling council.
Yeah, the best councilman, the bird.
This is so fucking thematic. Hold on. That's an incredible roll. Give me 1 second. You are gonna see them coming, and this is maybe the most comedic it could have been in this land. God damn it. Perhaps the locals might have gotten it wrong. Maybe, the Howl of the North Wind was more than one warg, because you see a whole bunch more wargs start, sneaking out of the woods, in anger.
Guys, there's more. There's more. Need wargs.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you guys here for the book drive?
Alright, there's 7 wargs.
my goodness.
Okay. Just trying to randomize placement. Yeah, whatever. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to wake them up, so there's no surprise round here. It is going to just be straight initiative. I'm on the same map, so just re-roll it, and it should auto overwrite the order. Wow. Could not have been worse on their ambush. Fucking spotted them. You got 27 nat 20 initiative after a 27 nat 20 perception. What is happening?
My bird is amazing.
Song, you see just like a pretty fucking stealthy group of wargs approaching and are just all over it. Alright, well, didn't think they'd fuck up that badly. Alright, Song, 'tis you.
Going to move behind, not there. Move behind people and then flashbang them. Flashbang the wolves. Let's see how many I can get. Where's the little...
Don't you fucking dare.
Alright, give you 10 aura. Alright, let's see how many I can...
I do like that you guys can select the AoE generator as well. Makes my life easy.
Okay, I can get either left 4 or right 4. Which one we want, gamers?
The one in the middle is fucked either way.
Yep.
You just make your choice.
It's all you. It's your day in the sun.
I'm gonna get the left 4, so they're all going to need to make a will save.
The left 4. I need one more. I realized one of the d20s on my table is a spin down d20, and we're not playing Magic the Gathering, so that does not matter. Alright. So 4 on the left. It's gonna be going clockwise. Is a 22, 18, 9, 10.
Alright, 3 fail. Wait, is it if it ties, it succeeds, right?
If it ties, it succeeds, yeah.
Alright, so 2 fail.
Okay, so it's gonna be, I'll mark them so you can see, but this one and this one, as the golden dust swirls into their nostrils and eyes,
I'm going to put this
them.
aside for now, since I do have another glitter dust ready.
Well, that's not good for all wargs.
Sort the initiative.
And now, oh, sorry, let me resort. Trell. I was wondering why you were rolling so many times. I didn't realize you were trying to sort it. Okay, so let's toss that over. What's your move?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna do Inspire Courage so everybody gets a +1 to attack and damage.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's been incredibly helpful the past few times. You want to move anywhere, or just go to Krellin?
Just go to Grillin.
Okay. Grellin, sir, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll get and start running towards the wolves.
All right.
Or would Song have warned us in enough time for us to physically get up?
I would like to warn them.
All right. In that case, sorry, my throat. Avon, it's you.
Well,
So, Ben, do we have to? I mean, how prepared are we from Song? Like, is my bow strung? Are we out of bed?
Yeah, I think on a nat 20 for them sneak and like versus the stealth they got, I think you're just ready to fight.
Okay, go ahead, Grellin.
Normally I'd say be a bit closer, but I think you really nailed it.
Grellin, did you have something you wanted to do?
yeah, you asked my question. I don't know if my sound.
Oh,
out.
sorry, I didn't hear you say that. Yeah, you would have had all your stuff out.
Then yeah, I'm gonna throw a dagger at the glitter dusted wolf in front of me.
This guy? Right. Are they still hive-minded? Oh my god, they're not hive-minded. I don't know why it's a difference, but it is. Why is it just the wolves? Because the last time you guys fought them, it was fucked up too. That will hit. And he is blind, so sneak attack that as well. -1 from that. -6. Oh god, it's 1 and a 5. That is unfortunate. Now it is Avon. Sorry, now that he's done the dagger.
Okay, so I'm going to run over to my horse and mount up.
Mount up on the horse?
Yep, I now have a war-trained light terrain horse.
Alright. I believe that is an action to mount it, but I could be wrong.
Yep.
Yes, okay. Alright, mount up on the horse. Anything else?
Move to horse, mount the horse. That's it.
Say that again? Sorry, kind of staticky for me.
Sorry, that was my full thing. Move to the horse.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright. In that case, it is the wargs. I'm going to give 2 more songs at the end or beginning of your save. Bleed damage. Okay, I'll take that.
It is at the end of their turn.
Gotcha, okay. So, let's start with the ones that can see. Go around. Actually, he would have gone one more up. Would have gone to that one instead.
The one Grelin hit takes the bleeding damage at the beginning of their turn.
Yeah, he's gonna take... I just hadn't subtracted it yet, but yeah, he's gonna take 2 more. The blind ones are trying to sniff their way towards you guys. The one that's very close is going to be able to get to you, but the other one is going to walk in this direction his full speed. Alright, so we got bleed, happened on him, he took the 2, now it is the rest of the wargs. They're going to try to bite. I'll start with the blind one, because he has 50% miss chance. It misses you from the 50, and then 5 more. 17, okay. Of the 5, it's 2 hits and a crit. And prone. No, it wouldn't matter. All the ones that missed by too much for him going prone to matter. So we're gonna start with bite 1. That is 8 damage. Does not trip you. Bite 2 is the crit. That is 16 damage. So you've taken 24 so far. And then the regular one, last one was a regular bite. We'll see if the first one trips. Does not. And then 5 more. And somehow none of them managed to pull you prone, though. Although I believe that does activate Song. Do they have healing hexes on right now implanted in your party, or...
only the dog has the healing hex. Everybody else has a fortune hex.
The fortune one? Okay.
Yeah, I already used Grelin's healing hex for the day, so...
Right. That was earlier tonight. Okay, that is all the wargs. In that case, it is Song.
Alrighty, this is a bad situation.
Yeah.
The thick wolves came back for revenge. Truly, that was like on the table. On the table, that was a 3% chance that it was the wargs.
That's
yeah, I'm gonna flashbang right on Grelin. I'm sorry.
Alright, Grelin, make a will save. God, I hope this is worth it for you. Okay.
What's the?
It is a DC 18 will save. And you can use your fortune on it if you need to.
Is it effect?
Holy shit, he made it.
Wonderful. It is not a charm effect, no.
Oh, brutal. All right, that one was far more successful than the first one. Everybody except the top left warg. Oh, Grelin, you smash it with a 23. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
You hear Song start like doing the now familiar verbal components. And you're just like, nope. Cover your face. It's like I know where those magic words are going.
All right.
Okay, well that all but one warg of the initial 7 are blind, so that's pretty devastating. Oh, you only have +2s. You rolled a 19? Jesus.
Nice.
That was very lucky. Okay, Trell. I guess on the bright side, pick of the litter for that stuff.
I
assume that was a
points.
heal. Okay, yeah, I figured that's probably a heal. Trell rushes in. From your angle, no op attacks, because the only one you pass is blind. And Grelin, you go back up to 17. Nice. Alright, Grelin. 5 potential targets for sneak attack.
Hey, Grelin, can I introduce you to the concept of total defense?
I mean, up to you. Well, like, they do a 50% miss chance right now. Or at least most of them do. Up to you, though. That is still a precarious situation, even with blinded enemies.
You said we're in the middle of the night, huh?
Say that again? Are you in the... What was that?
You said the time we're in. It's like the middle of the night, right?
Oh, yeah. Song was second shift, so it's probably like midnight, 1 in the morning or so.
Okay, I won't hinder Aiden. I will try to finish off the one I had earlier.
Okay. Go for your stabberoonie. Nice! That is a crit. Go ahead and add the sneak on that as well. The one over here before, you just take the rapier out, right through 2 ribs into the heart. That warg is Dunzo. Haven, that is you.
So I'm going to start on this one.
Top right?
I'm
Okay.
Gonna smite evil.
You definitely, if you feel it take hold again. Those are both hits for... Yeah, do you want a 5-foot step or anything, Grelin? Pass bloodied, Avon almost dead on that one.
Okay.
Do you want to nudge your horse anywhere, or are you good?
No, for now, we'll stay here. They're all seem focused.
Alright, in that case, is the wargs. The ones that can smell, variety of prey here. 2 of the blind ones are going to attempt the 50% on Trell, 2 are going to attempt it on Grelin. We'll start with the 2 on Grelin. You want lows. That is 16%. And 1%. Could not be more of a miss. This one bites like the opposite square. Trell, these ones are on you now. 13%, you're good, and 28, you're also good. That leaves us with just this boy who can see, and the other one failed his perception check to get any closer. He's gonna stay by that rock. That one is gonna go for you, Trell. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, they sent you on that bounty board with one of them. Okay, Trell, that is a 16 to hit.
That misses.
Alright. Wildly ineffective turn for the wargs. Alright, let's see. All get new will saves. There are 5 left who are blinded. Alright, the 4-round Trell, still blind, shakes it off, still blind. Then the one more over by the rock. Oh, also shakes it off. Nice. It's not 1,200 for each. I'm not gonna give you like 10,000 gold for this encounter. The one by the rock shakes off the blindness as well, but that is the end of their turns. Back to the top song.
Alright, Wolves flashbang. Did they roll their saves?
They did, yeah. It was the... Oh, fuck. I forgot to take it off the bottom right one. But basically, the ones... There are 3 left in the middle and who are still blinded. Those are the only 3 left that are blinded. So, half and half are blinded right now.
Could I move here and Burning Hands these 3 without getting Trell or Grellin?
Yes, sir. You could.
Wonderful. I will
The
do that.
diagonal one will get all 3 of those, and neither ally.
Wonderful. Alright,
So, flames going out. 3 reflex saves.
Yep, 3 reflexes.
That is a 14, a 12, and a 21. So I think one will pass.
Yep, one will pass.
Oh,
Damn, that
that
was
was
some bad damage.
unfortunate rolls. I will say top guy's toast.
Wonderful.
Middle guy failed as well, so he takes the full 6. Bottom guy is taking 3.
Cool.
Alright, so we got 2 dead now, as whoom, roaring bit of flame goes across. It's gonna like pull some out of the campfire next to you and redirect it.
As a swift action, I will pull out my dagger, so I am now threatening the warg.
Okay, pull out the little dagger. Trell.
5-foot step, and I'll swing at this one.
Okay, going for blinded one.
Nope.
Even with penalty,
have
that's not gonna do it.
Yeah, fortune.
Oh, you do have the
I'll
fortune
use
roll. It is, yeah, I was gonna say it is almost the end of the day. That will do it for sure. Right.
It should just be using the original 7, since all these really rolling is the to hit.
It's not how I normally do it on Roll20, if it's a brand new roll. Just to keep it consistent across all my games. Alright, Trell, or Grellin, sorry, Trell's done.
Gonna attack this blinded one, so the seeing one does not get flanking.
Okay. Go for your swing. What? Sorry, was that on this one? The one to your left? I mean, that's a crit for sure. So already 6 damage. And then going for that sneak because he's blind. Another 6.
I will be right back.
This one is down to bloodied. And then any other moves? If not, it'll be our paladin. And yes, 2 bleed on him as well. So he'll take 2 at the start of his turn. Alright, Avon, you got a couple full health wolves left and then 2 injured wolves.
Alright, so I'm out of Smite Evils, so we're going to start with this one, and if I take him out in one shot, we'll go for the other one.
Alright, it's possible. Not quite. However, those 2 shots will finish him, though.
Okay.
Alright. 2 heavy, weighted tip arrows slam into this one, knocking him off his feet. Means we're down to our last 3 wargs. Can it make it to Song? Yes, it can. Alright, Song, 2 of them are going to attack you with flanking. All right, that was bad. Bite 1 is 15. Bite 2 is 17. For our songbird. Oh, they still wait for a second? Oh, my bad. All right, well, we'll come back to those. I'll put those dice to the side so I remember what they are. All right, in that case, let's go with the ones on Grellin. One of them's got to make the 50-50. Still fails it. The blindness has come in very clutch this fight. The one to your right, though, Grellin, that is going to be a 15, misses your 17. And that is all of our wargs.
What was say for the last one?
What was it? Oh, save on the last blind one, yeah. He still doesn't make it, still blind. Alright, that is going to be back to Som, but I think they still stepped away for a second, so Trell, if you want to take your turn, then we'll double back to Song.
Okay,
keep
I'll
the
circle around here.
Okay. Song's got that dagger, so you get flanking. There's a hit. Whack this one right on the snout. Kind of hear a little bit of a crunch of that septum. And then Grellin. Will you get the third crit in a row? Well, I guess you have a higher crit range than the other weapons, but still. It would be cool. It would be impressive. Not a crit, but that is most assuredly a hit. Go ahead and add that sneak. 7. I think it's going to bring this one down into the orange, especially with that burn damage he took last turn. Yeah, this guy's on death's door for sure. 5-foot stepping or anything? Nope. All right. Avon.
All right, so I'm gonna go after this one.
Okay. Those are both hits. Was that 11, 24? Those two are gonna slam into the bottom right warg and finish him off.
Nice.
All right. Don't think Song's back yet, so we'll go to the wargs. Oh, you good? Okay, sorry. We went past your turn earlier, but you still have a turn here. Also, from last turn, would a 15 or 15's a miss? Okay, so 17?
17 is a hit.
Okay, so one hit.
17 is class.
That's going to be 10 damage for Song.
Alright.
Nat 1 on the trip attempt, though. So then you would have had your turn before these guys had their next turn, basically. So go ahead and do what you would like to do here.
5-foot step.
I guess they would have followed you after, but yeah.
Pretty much out of spell slots here. Let me read the text of the other spell that I prepared.
Okay. Always good to read the text.
I can cast Command on Dog.
Stay.
Does Command have to be a humanoid?
Nope, it does not.
Well,
Just as one living creature.
There you go. Yeah, they're living creatures.
Sure are.
Which one are you commanding?
I'm gonna command the boy right here.
Okay.
So he's going to fall.
That is a 16 wheel, so that makes him go prone, right? Is the fall command?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's gonna stop you from getting flanked on the warg's turn. Because one's gonna be able to move. Oh god, you scared me, Paladin. Hi. One's gonna be not on the fire. That's a bad idea. But this one has to stand up from prone, so it can only attack Trell. So each of you are gonna get one attack, but neither is it flanking anymore. Song. That is a 18. Trell. That is a 12.
Misses.
I figured it probably missed. Song, much less damage this time. This time you take 4.
Thank goodness. Alright.
But what is your CMD? Because I think it pulled off the trip this time.
It's not great. Let me check. Where's my CMD? Yeah, 13.
Okay, I was about to say I got like a 22. So yeah, you go prone as well as it bites your leg and pulls you over. But fair enough. It is back to your turn though, because here we are.
Can you 5-foot step while prone?
You cannot. There are certain like talents and stuff. Like rogues can get 5-foot crawl,
All right.
which I think is like the funniest. Like there's so many other talents, but that's such a funny talent to me. It's like, ooh, you could get a bonus to handle poisonous weapons, or you could crawl faster. It's like, all right.
I guess I'll just healing hex on myself. It's supernatural, so it doesn't provoke.
Just looking up at the ward, it doesn't provoke. Just like locking eyes with it. They're pretty intelligent creatures, so just dead-eyeing you as you heal. Damn! Hell of a roll. I think that's what Trell got on his last heal too. You guys are smashing these heals. So back up to 20.
I feel it healthy enough. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, alright, fair enough. I mean, what if he puts you back down prone though? 14 doesn't hit you.
Yeah, exactly. Does that take all of your move? Right, that's a move action.
It's your move action.
Alright, sounds good. Then that's
unlike Starfinder, where it's not, and Pathfinder 2e, it's an action out of 3, and then 5e, it's half your movement.
Actually,
all the pieces are coming together, boys. I'm learning the system.
I do have the ability to 5-foot step because I didn't move. I took a move action.
That is true. You can't still 5-foot step. That was a move action, not a real move.
5-foot step so that Troll can get flanking.
Which is maybe my favorite, like, rules-specific thing in Pathfinder. It's like, but this move action wasn't a move action. Get wrecked, everyone.
I didn't move with my move action.
Alright, Trell, that's you. After this fight, I need to fill up my water glass. I forgot to fill it up before we started.
So when the work stood up, was I supposed to go an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, sorry. Go for it. It did have to stand up because of song. Yep, whack it right on the shots. Not quite bloodied yet though. Again?
Hit it again.
Hell yeah. Is this with your... Oh, it is with inspiration. I read the text. Okay. He is bloody now. That brings us to Grellin. Conveniently, you got a blind one still next to you. So we got almost dead blind one, bloodied one over there, and then full health one next to the fire is our breakdown.
Did you do its bleed damage on its turn?
I did, yes.
Okay, and it's still up, huh?
Yeah. Barely, but it is.
I was gonna try to do something, but Grellin's not strong enough to do that. So I will instead continue attacking this ward with gold in its eyes.
Alright. Has its eyes screwed up shut. That does hit here because of all the blind shenanigans. Go ahead and... Oh, actually, you can roll sneak if you want to see how much you did, but that is enough to finish our warg. He had 3 left, so 14 will definitely do it. Alright, and then move up next to that warg. Avon. Got a half healther and a full.
Well, I think I'll go after the full health one.
Okay. 21, 15, those are both hits. Drops him past bloodied, but still up. Alright, those are wargs. They fight for their honor of Howls Against the North Wind, so they're going to stay and keep fighting. This one's going to 5-foot step to get flanking on Song, though. Alright, Song. Attack number 1 is a 19. And I'm going to wait to see on the second one in case you go prone.
That hits. So.
4 damage. And then you said your CMD was 13, so let's try that. Just barely. 12. You stay up.
Woo.
Which I think is going to stop the next one from hitting you. Yeah, I got a 14. That doesn't hit, right?
Yep. That.
Oh, if it had got that prone bonus, it could have gotten it, but it does not. Okay, so one hit, other one misses. They're gonna stay where they are. That is their turn. Song.
I get flanking with this warg, right? With the
With Trell, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to stab it.
Hell yeah, go for it.
I got a
That- honestly, that tracks.
Maximum damage at 2.
You're like fully
You know
like.
what? Fortune. I'm gonna use fortune.
Oh, okay. I will belay my disparaging description. That does hit actually.
Another
2
maximum
damage.
damage hit.
The wolf like yelps as you kind of cut across his back a little bit, just very surprised. Alright, 2 damage.
I have a -2 damage, so
Fucking outstanding. Trell, that's you.
I've beaten it.
You are a master with that book, sir. That is definitely a hit. Grellin, that is you. They're pretty much equal health right now, either target.
Just because he really wants to try this, I want to try to push the work into the fire.
Push this warg into the fire?
Yes.
Okay, I believe this is gonna be a straight... Well, it can be a combat maneuver. It's a higher bonus for you.
yeah, it's a shove.
Yeah, it's a shot. Yeah, go ahead and roll a CMB. And it's not against his trip, which is the thing he's best against.
Yeah, since he has feet.
That is not quite gonna do it, though.
I'm gonna use the fortune.
Wait, did you already use it?
I think you used it for... No, he didn't need to. You suggested it on the save, but he rolled that 19.
Right.
Yeah, go for it again. That is just barely gonna do it because it's not trip.
Yay!
So this is a campfire, so it is non-magical fire. Go ahead and roll a d6 of fire damage here. There's potential. And I'm gonna see, is he catching on fire at all? Oh, this thing is just like full on fire in this camp. Not good. Not good.
And just for the heck of it, he lets out a maniacal laugh just because it's so funny that he actually pushed the word into the fire.
Oh yeah, you like look at your biceps and like pat them, even though they're not like huge. Avon got a burning wolf that's barely alive, and the one between Song and Trell.
Alright, well, I'll just finish them both off then.
That will do it. 2 arrows, 2 kills. I'd like to think they're both right through an eye on either one. Whoops, I subtracted the wrong number. There we go. Alright, nice. 7 whole wargs.
That
And-
was scary.
That was wild. There is worse stuff on that table, I will say, but not some of that was pretty bad.
It's gonna take me forever to get back to sleep.
You guys are not interrupted the rest of the night, so you can go to sleep. Does anyone have any more healing to burn before we make...
Who's down?
Song's at 16 out of 22, Grellin's 17 out of 34.
I heal Grellin 14.
Oh, I do.
Oh
12
my
somebody.
god! Double 6s.
Anybody
Power.
need more?
The power of God.
Yeah,
Um,
that must be Song because he.
yeah, he got the
I
14
was very
for...
pleased with her tax collection.
So, Trell maxes out...
How much? What's I healed for?
12.
12. Grellin goes up to 31 from Trell. Avon rocks up with 12. And then you'll automatically heal the last one when you finish your night's sleep. No need to roll. All right. More eventful of a night on that hex than I thought it would be, but you guys make it out okay. I will say, if you want to go ahead. Sorry.
10-minute break.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta go get water. So if people are feeling that, this feels like a good time. All right, take a quick 10-minute and run an ad. Run an ad for people watching. Alrighty. So you guys finished out that night. That hex is fully explored. Took out the monster on it. Oh, forgot to move your horse earlier. Change that. Alright. Cool beans. So, what's the plan for the next morning?
Well, I'd like to go ahead and continue exploring down here.
Exploring which way? Keep pinging again? The down to the left? Okay. Let us...
I'd like to explore this hex.
Wait, you guys like ping
I'd like
two
to
different
explore
ones.
This hex right now. I'd like to explore this hex right now. Maybe go to this hex. I don't know.
I'm gonna just do the down to the left.
This isn't metagaming, but specifically right here.
Yeah, it's not metagaming, but if we could just go 10 hexes to the left and 13 down, that'd be lovely. Okay, starting to reveal the rest of Tuskwater Lake over there. Let's see, you guys were just coming from on the alright, per usual, let's make our perception or survival check, one per person, and see what we're doing. We are like about to hit 5.
I'm gonna do some nice birdception.
You guys gotta hit a few more completions, then we'll be at 5. Perception, my god. Alright, the perception's definitely covered. Survival, maybe a little less so. But fair enough. Trell and... Oh, okay, Melt, your bird saw it as okay. Gotcha. Just have to remember how to spell the alphabet, guys. It's okay.
Hey, Grellin, what river is this?
What is what?
What river is this?
That one is the Gudrin River. Gudrin. And then we got... This one's like the Thorn and Shriek River coming together over here. And then the one coming into the left of Tuskwater is Skunk River, coming out of the swamps.
Yeah.
Yes, Grelin told you all of this because he knew all of that beforehand.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, making the best maps for sure. Alright, cool. So, perception-wise, you are able to find maybe the only man-made thing nearby. You find a strange, mostly rotted away wooden sign that has the words Mud Flats and a skull and crossbones on it. Shortly thereafter, past it, you find a strange 20-foot wide pool of bubbling mud kind of filling the space between two hills here. A lot of steam coming off it. Looks like some geothermal activity. Yeah, so you guys kind of see this from just up the hill. Do you guys get any closer? What's the move here?
Look at the rest of the party.
I say we go closer.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, that's not Grellin River.
What's up?
It's not Grellin River.
Gremlin River. Okay, so as you guys get to the bottom of the hill, I'm gonna need everyone to make a fortitude save. As you start to smell like this geothermal mud spring is giving off these foul vapors.
We have a new fortune hex.
Yes, you do.
I am much better.
Yeah.
Okay, Trell's fine.
Grellin, you taking that 5? You using your thing?
Okay, Trell
Have another
and
five.
fortitude. Or sorry, Trell and Song are both good.
Oh.
Anyone else rerolling?
Do I need to?
Well, I mean, you're not sure.
What do you mean I'm not sure?
I should have not have said that 16 and 22 pass yet, but you don't know if 13 passes. I'm not gonna give it away.
All right, we'll use it up. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Use
that
my
is
third.
that does pass, believe it or not.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
So
that
now
Grelin got 2 5s.
Okay, now that everybody's out of their fortune hex, I'll now put a healing hex on.
Okay.
Alright.
You watched your entire friends, like all the blue mist that you put in them is like gets burned off into the air. You're like, oh well, guess we used up all that magic. Okay, everyone is fine. Oh my god. Except for Grelin, who is nauseated for 12 rounds, which is quickly gonna become relevant.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry, Grelin, you're kinda out of this.
So, Grelin's not gonna be able to do this while he's nauseated for 12 rounds. Everyone gets a chance here to make a perception check, now that we're, like, in this environs.
I'll use heightened awareness for this one.
Should my bird also make one, since he's like my surrogate for, you know...
A bird's eye view
judgment
might
stuff?
actually help here, yeah.
Alright, I will make a plus a 14 pass for Melchior's fortitude.
No, it does not. Melchior is nauseated for 2 rounds.
Alright, he's a bit sickly, so I'll make a perception for song.
Okay. Thankfully, Trell is gonna spot... Oh, acute senses, not hidden. Okay. Well, yeah, Trell, you got this. You see there's like a lot of like, you know, gross fungus and like dirty plants growing around the mud. You realize that part of that starts to move, and as you look close, you realize a bunch of this like hillock of moss fungus covered ground is in fact one body as it lurches to life.
Shambling mound.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna bring us over to our swamp map, because this is almost the swamp. I didn't have a mud pit map, but it's the only encounter in the entire thing that was a mud pit, so feel free to drop your guys anywhere in there. Don't know why it's so blurred out right now. It might be loading slowly, but it's not usually blurred like that.
For me, it's
We're gonna say that this basically patch in the center is where most of the mud is. You guys would have gotten within a certain radius before this activated. All right, and then I'll put the full art. I'll show you guys before we continue. You see this thing start to rise up out of the muck.
wow.
All right, but thanks to a timely warning from Trell, no one gets close enough to have it attack you. It just kind of raises up. I'm gonna clear initiative. Grelin, you are, like 10 more rounds of nauseated. Go ahead and click your tokens and roll in as this monster rises up out of the depths.
He's a yucky boy.
Evan, isn't that girl you dated in high school?
Oh, Trell. That's she wasn't
Brutal.
That bad looking.
As you make jokes, it just like has like this long tongue snake out and just the loudest roar. All right. Descending. Song, you are up first. All right. Well, fucking got me. How rude.
Grelin gets a stomach every now and again. Song is going to do... There's like no eyes on this thing, right? No like visible sensory organs.
You do not see any eyes, no.
Alright,
The greatest enemy of the party. A lack of ocular sight.
yep. Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna use my flaming, crossbow bolts.
Flaming crossbow bolts?
Ooh, No.
That is a miss. The flaming bolt just like sinks into the mud. Avon, that is you. Also, if you guys want to make this would be a nature check to know what these are.
Yeah, no look there from me.
Warg-lined chairs. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ooh, nice. Good rolls. Okay. So Avon coming in hot with the 2 bow shots. Hit, but 2 hits, but they're not. The second one's not a crit. So it's gonna be 6, 8, 14. All right. Let me subtract that. Does not look terribly wounded off the 14. Trell with a 21. You would know that this is a Tendriculos. They are a creature brought into being typically by a corruption of nature, often where magic kind of seeps into the ground, or sometimes the material plane and the first world realm of the Fae, the barrier gets thin. In terms of a few abilities, it's not super overdoing it, so you're only going to learn like 1 or 2 things. You would know that there is a chance it can swallow you, and if you're in its stomach, there's a chance you could be paralyzed as it digests you.
Fabulous.
Wait, Trell, is it evil?
Is it evil?
Is it evil?
No, it's a plant. It is
Yeah,
true.
it was spawned from corruption. I thought maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, you know, in the same way that toxic waste mutates a fish, the fish doesn't become evil because the corporation is evil. No, it's true neutral. It's just a plant. Alright, let's see. I will admit, though, it is not the fastest creature, as you might have surmised. Although it might get close enough. We'll see. It is big enough that it can just wade through the river. Oh, that is close enough to some of you. To Song and Trell. I think it would equally like to eat both of you, so I'm going to roll 50-50. Low's Song, high's Trell. So 54, Trell, it's going to go for you. It moves, only going to attack once. It is going to lean over, and it actually has reach with both types of attacks, but it is going to do its bite tack as it just, like, bends its whole body out towards Trell. Trell, that is a 25. That'll hit.
That totally misses. I have a 30 AC.
You take 12 damage. It is also going to try and grab you. What is your CMD?
16.
16. You are currently grabbed in its mouth. It can't swallow you this turn, but you think it will try to next turn. So you are pulled over here. Let me bring you to the front. Actually, I should auto do that. Trell, you're next. Yes, auto brings the token to the front.
Us back.
Trell, get out of there.
Alright. What's the move? So effectively you're grappled. You can try to hit it, you can try to take control of the grapple, escape artist, all the typical grapple shenanigans. What are you thinking?
I guess escape artist, which I'm not great at.
Okay. Going for escape artist check. That is unfortunately not going to do it. You try to wriggle out of its mouth, but you are stuck in there. Grellin is technically next, but is sickened. Oh, whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to skip Song. It is back to Song. Song, are you back? No, you stepped away for a second. Okay, in that case, Avon will double back to Song. Oh.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, go for it. This thing has Trell in its mouth and is gonna try to swallow him.
That's not very good.
I will admit it's not ideal.
I don't know if a burning hands would be the best at the moment. All right, use that up. Good to know.
Healing hex goes off. Okay.
If I reduce person on Trell, would he get out of the grapple?
I think it would auto give him another escape artist check, but I think you get a bonus from being small.
You do. You know what? Sure, I'll do that. Take a steppy over, reduce person.
It would auto give him another check, basically, at least.
Alright.
Okay. You can make another check, Trell, with a +4 bonus as you shrink down to small size.
Isn't that another full round spell?
Oh,
Is it full round?
it is.
You tell me, caster.
And it is. Alright. What to do instead? I know, pox pustules. That'll affect it.
Shout out to
There's nothing that
pustules.
says pox pustules. There's nothing that specifically says it doesn't affect big plant creatures. Fortitude save, please.
Okay. What type of effect is this?
It is a just necromancy effect.
I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter. I got 23.
Nuts.
A creature made of
Alright.
fungus, pretty good at thriving with fortitude saves.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, guess I'm my turn.
Alright, Avon. Does anyone have anything that can cure Grelin? I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I will say if it's worth it, I think there's a gear item that lets you fight off nausea. It's like a food thing. Which, I mean, you don't have it now, but like could be worth investing in.
If he was instead fatigued, I could take care of that one.
Unfortunately, 'tis not the issue.
Alright.
Oh, neck.
Hey, Trell, say something inspiring.
Get me out of here!
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So those both hit, for sure. 21. Okay. It is still up. You're backing up to there. That is going to be its turn. You see some of the mud starts to fill its wounds, sealing them back up. Oh yeah, but if you're on your horse, make a rad check for sure.
You shouldn't need to do that too much longer because I've already got a +9.
Oh yeah, you're pretty good soon. Okay. So, it is going to attempt another combat maneuver check to swallow you whole. That is a... Oh yeah, that's probably gonna do it. 23.
Yeah.
You guys see Trell disappear into this thing's mouth.
Well, crap.
Trell, you take 2 acid damage, and you need to make a fortitude save. You're paralyzed in its tummy. The good news is, passive digestion can't coup de grace you. The bad news is your whole body freezes up in a pool of acid.
You know,
All right.
well, it kind of feels like you're not even trying.
You hear Avon calling insults like muffled through the body. All right, that's Trell's turn. Let me check how long the paralysis lasts here. One sec. That is going to be less rounds than it could have been. Yeah, you're paralyzed for 4 rounds. Could have been 18 rounds, so you know. Think of the positives. Grelin is throwing up. Just into the river. Song. Man, it's amazing how much more effective plants are against you guys than a pack of wolves. Who would have thought? Song, you there?
Muted if you're trying to speak.
Sorry, I'm eating food. Does Trell have full cover because they are inside its belly?
Yes, they do.
And does does Trell having metal on him count as the creature having metal on him for purposes?
No, it does not. That's
All right.
one too far, buddy.
I will
Buddy boy.
burn hands from a safe distance.
Alright. I think you need to be one farther forward.
No, that's just 15 feet.
1, 2. Oh, no, yep. From the straight down one, you're good. Obviously, there's like the two different layouts. You are in it, though. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Unlike Fortitude Save, not nearly as good at Reflex. Oh, that's certainly a fail.
12 damage.
8 Reflex. So, yes. Takes the full 8. When that happens, Song, you see the mud that was refilling its wounds and healing it stops.
Cool.
Yeah, it was unfortunate your initial bolt didn't hit because it was a regeneration fire. Okay, I assume that's you.
Yep, that's me.
Although you are, let me measure you. That would provoke. It has 15-foot reach, so you can either cast defensively or risk it hitting you, which would stop the spell if it doesn't.
Huh. How, like, succinctly did it hit Trell?
Well, he had to use his healing hex pretty immediately, if that's any preference.
I'll cast defensively. I think that's a one-off.
I think it's
15
double
plus
spell
2
level.
times yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't get burned, unfortunately.
We're gonna get TPK'd by a goddamn plant.
Yeah. Well, no, Avon can outdistance it, so.
It does move like 12, 20 feet. Oh, good. Oh, good. The ruler lives. I accidentally just kicked over my fucking ring light because I was laughing. Let's try to set this back up. Avon, do your thing while I try to fix this lamp.
Alright.
Okay, we're good. Those both hit. 23. Unfortunately, Song did not burn it, so it is going to do some regenerating. I will say briefly before regenerators now, I was at bloodied.
Well, making progress.
So you are whittling it.
You know, this doesn't really seem to be fair. Maybe we should just outdistance it until Grelin feels better so he can participate.
Just scoop Grelin up while he vomits. Well, Grelin's nauseated. He could run.
It.
There's the thorn in the plan. Well, Song, you're really in danger territory there. Gonna have to triple attack you. This is a bite and 2 tentacles.
That's too many.
It's yeah, honestly, more than 0 is too many tentacles from this thing. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The bite is 22.
Alright.
And the tentacles are 23 and 24.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It rolled exceedingly well, so we're gonna take this one at a time to see what, if anything, grabs you. Okay. I did not anticipate this monster clowning so hard. That is 9 from the bite, which is minimum damage.
Alright.
Doesn't grab you on the bite. Tentacle 1 is another 5. Doesn't grab you on the tentacle.
I'm going to, as an action, heal myself.
Okay.
Not
Ooh,
plus 8.
that's plus 4. So you heal 5.
Yeah.
Then you take another 5 immediately. So don't even add it. Last one. You do get grabbed this time. So you are currently at 8 and grabbed in one of its tentacles. Unlike the mouth, you're not in the mouth right now, so it'll have to spend a turn pulling you in and then another turn swallowing you if it wants to eat you.
See, guys, this is why we need Ludwig. He could have been inside the thing.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It could have been him being. Trell is done. Grelin is vomiting. Although I think, Trell, you're getting close. You have, what, 2 rounds or 1 more round of paralysis?
2.
2? Okay. Oh, I didn't roll acid damage on his turn for Trell. Minimum acid again, though. 2 acid damage. That's good. Song is back to you. Grelin is rocked up behind you doing some vomiting. As one does.
Thank
yeah,
God, burning hand. Well,
that'll work. Here's the question, though. Can you cast while grappled? Yes, you can. I believe, as long as you're not pinned. I think there's a penalty, but that would do it.
Make its reflex save. Can you even make a reflex save since it also technically has the grapple condition?
You can attempt a save, concentration check. Yes, you succeeded for sure. On a nat 20, that's, yeah, you exceeded. It is gonna hit it. So full damage, and this will stop its regeneration this time.
10 damage.
All right, you see this time the healing truly does stop, and it is now at bloodied again. Avon, that is you. Unless, well, I guess, Song, do you want a 5-foot step back or anything? Or no, you're grappled still.
I'm grappled.
Sorry, never mind. You're wrapped up in a tentacle.
I don't think I can.
No, that would be silly.
Okay, so I'm out of map, but I'm going to move to where it can't
Okay.
attack me.
We'll just put you in the fucking corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it can move 50 feet, right? So you're 45 feet off the map.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna stretch the map for that, but we'll know. First one is actually a miss with a 15. The second one is a hit though for 10.
Okay.
If the aura was working on this thing, it'd be about orangish now. Alright, that is our creature. First acid damage on Trell. Trell, this time it is 6 acid damage. Song, it is going to attempt to pull you toward its mouth. Yup. Song, you're basically in its mouth right now. Next turn, it'll be able to swallow you.
Alright.
But that is its turn. Trell, I believe this is your last round of being paralyzed, so kind of at the end of this turn, you come to, splashing amidst the liquid of this thing's tummy. Tummy's probably not a scary descriptor, but I've been hanging out with my toddler too much. In the bowels of the beast.
In the beast of the bowel.
Six more rounds that I'm in there. Hell yeah, Grella, keep it alive. Okay. Song, you're like in it. It's holding you in its mouth.
I mean, yeah, this has been working so far.
It does pass.
Wonderful.
Oh wait, no, sorry, you're grappled. That does not pass. That passes regular concentration. Grapple concentration is 10 plus attacker CMB plus spell level.
What is his CMB?
It fails. I know, I'm not gonna say exact, but I promise you it fails.
Alright.
That only beat a regular concentration check by 1, so not gonna do it here. Basically, it kind of crushes your arms against your body, which stops it. Avon.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Casting wrapped in a tentacle is hard. Fun fact.
Well, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't have any somatic components, or at least the one that I'm trying to cast.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Oh, that, I think if it's not somatic, that does make a difference.
It's just verbal.
If it's just verbal, then you don't need to make the check. Sorry, I thought you also had somatic ones going.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what does it do?
Drop. I'm casting a command on him. Dude, command it to drop me.
That's so good. That's so good. Okay, what's the DC?
It's a will save with DC 16.
Oh, I'm gonna roll this one out in front of the board, because that's just so good. Okay. This is a D20 plus 4. Drops you.
Wonderful.
Make an acrobatics save.
Acrobatics, but not
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah, also to negate damage, because you're 15 feet up.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. 22.
Oh, you don't take any damage and you land on your feet. That was very good for you.
Yeah, that's
your
my
turn,
action.
though,
I'll
I
take a
believe,
5
yeah.
foot step away.
Okay. You start shuffling back as you manage to get away from its slimy mouth. Avon, now it is actually you. Good shot on the somatic.
come
I forgot
on.
about that.
Die, you stupid thing.
First one's a miss, second one's a hit. It is still up. However, on its turn, it cannot regain any health because of the burning hands.
Yeet.
Trell takes 7
minimum?
acid.
No.
And then it is going to try and it's going to full round attack Song, the only person in range. Actually, is Grellin in range? No, he's not. Alright, Song. Second verse, same as the first. Bite, tentacle, tentacle. Hit, miss, hit. Okay, the bite. I believe this makes it auto succeed at the grapple because you're going to go unconscious. The bite does 11 damage.
Alright.
You guys see Song drop unconscious, blood trickling off her body as she is being held in this thing's jaws. That is the end of its turn. Trell, you are now free.
A bomb dropped into it. Into the...
Trell goes up to almost. That was the. You guys keep rolling max heals today. Trell, you come to immediately heal some of the acid burns on your body. But I believe you can't cut your way free though because you healed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, probably the right choice there. Grellin, keep vomiting. 5 countdown mode. He's got 5 more big throw-ups in him, and then he's good.
I've never seen so much come out of one person.
Song, this is a con. It's a con check.
Oh, Tom.
So it's plus your con modifier minus your negatives. That doesn't do it.
Yep.
Unless you have like a billion con that I don't know about, but that seems unlikely.
I have a nice 10 con.
Okay, so you go down to -4. So you're 6 away from bleeding out.
Hooray.
Is Song in here with me?
No, he's in the mouth. Or she's in the mouth. If she was in there with you, she might
I should
die.
be here then.
Yeah, you're not in the tummy yet. Sorry, I dragged you too far. Okay. So you're in the jaws. You're at -4. Avon, that's you. If this thing swallows her, she might die from the acid.
Nope.
Sorry, you didn't lose
I
4. You lost 1. Like you
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
at -4.
Let me
Now just subtract 7 and you're good. There you go. I could see the errors that you were typing based on the bar. Avon, are you, potential Avon could end it here though.
All right. I say a quick prayer to Abadar. Save my friends. Guide my hand. And Abadar is not listening.
Oh my god. There's like never has the shot mattered more. What the fuck? That just like blew my mind. Okay, it's not ideal. Okay, those both miss. Unfortunately. Alright, it's gotta make... I think it still has to make a check to actually swallow you here. Okay. You are swallowed, and you're gonna take some acid damage here. If it is low enough, you will survive. What is your 10 is dead, right? You have 10
yep.
con? Okay, so negative 10 is dead. You take another 4 acid. You're at negative 8. You are, however, in the stomach with Trell. I don't know if Trell has any healing or anything left, or potions. Or you can attempt a heal check to stabilize them as well, if need be. Okay, you got some healing left.
6.
Okay, you are unconscious at negative 2, but that's better than bleeding out. And then acid damage. Oh, god damn. 2 acid damage, Trell. Did minimum again. That might be the luckiest part of this fight. Grellin, 4. Song, make another con check. So, d20 minus 2 in this case. Because you have a flat 10 con. You're stable. You don't lose any more points.
Hooray!
Until it injures you again. But, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we come to it, Avon maybe shoots the monster and kills it?
I don't know. After last time, maybe I shouldn't have prayed. Maybe that threw me off.
He's like, that was presumptuous of you. Oh my god, dude. So close.
I'm trying. I can't hit it anymore.
I'm like honestly flabbergasted you've missed as many times as you have.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
With Trell being inside there so long, I'm losing confidence.
Trell takes 4 acid this time. Next roll matters a lot for Song, because there's a very real possibility this could be enough to kill you.
Well,
low rolls. That is
acid?
that is 3 acid, and you're bleeding out again. So you're at negative 5.
Alright.
Okay, that just happens because you're in its stomach. It is going. I'm sorry, Grellin. You guys are still inside of it, and now it wishes to make Grellin part of the feast. Grellin, what's your AC? 17, right? Grellin, you're gonna take 9 damage. And what is your CMD? Okay, so yeah, you're in its mouth. Okay. Avon, you see your third ally of the 3 out there today has not been swallowed yet, but is in the mouth.
Alright, I can do this. I know it.
Trell? Well, it's not quite you yet. We still gotta go through Trell and Grellin and Song to see if anyone dies. Those will both hit, though, so we'll see. You heal Song for 8. Okay, Song, you're up at 3. You're fully alive again. Holy fuck. This is the most insane fight I've had in a while. Okay. That was Trell. Grellin, you are grappled right now. You can still break free of this. In which case you'll drop to the ground on an adjacent square. Escape artist, I assume, for Grellin? Can you what?
Can I break free of this? I'm still nauseated.
Oh, you can't take standard actions. No, you just throw up. You throw up next to its mouth. Okay. Song, you are awake at 3 in this thing's stomach.
Well, there's only one action I can do when I'm in a situation like this. Tase the bitch.
I thought you were gonna say burning hands. I was like, that's a bold fucking choice. Okay, that's a better choice. For sure.
Yep.
Okay. Go
do I
ahead.
get any bonuses on touch attack since I'm in the thing?
Its AC is significantly lowered. By I don't think you can. I think unless you get a nat 1, you can't miss this.
Yeah, I think I'm just fine.
Okay, good. All right, you do not miss. Oh
Wow, that's some
my
shitty
god!
damage.
There's no way. This fight shouldn't have been this hard. Okay, it's still alive. Let me scroll back up to Avon's shots, because that might be enough here.
16.
Oh, it's not.
Alright, well, a couple more turns, Grellin's back in.
Okay. Well, because that was you shooting on this round, right? Because you just did it early?
Yep.
Okay. I just didn't want to skip you in case that seems very necessary. Okay. We're on this thing's turn. First thing it's gonna do, standard action, try and swallow Grellin. Grellin, you're in its tummy. Take 12 acid damage. Max this time. And then let's roll for acid damage for Trell. Trell, that is 11. Your luck with the double ones has run out, apparently. Song, that is a 6. You're at -3.
Okay.
I truly cannot. I thought the lightning was finishing it there.
I thought it would too.
Oh my god, this is so in the belly at 12 HP, 1 and -3, and then mechanically it's moving like 20 feet after you, Avon, but you're like 40 off the map, like 60 off the map now. I don't know.
Yep.
It's basically, it looks like it's committed to trying to go near you at least one more turn.
Alright.
Then it might start slinking away.
Which won't do it any good either.
Yeah, well, it's a dumb plan. It doesn't have a lot of strategy, guys. Its thing was move and eat. They're its only motivations.
Hey, funny
Alright,
enough, when you put move and eat together, you get meat.
Avon, just hit one. Just hit one of them, and you're good. It's so low. Ugh, that's what you've been trying to hit this whole time, by the way. When you kept getting 15s, it's 17. You shoot 2 more. This thing collapses. What happens if you guys are inside it? Let's see.
Well, I'm going to charge in and reach in and start laying hands on any human or humanoid body part I can reach.
Okay, so this thing is dead. I'm just gonna move it out of the way so we can see our players' healths better. Mechanically, you are inside of it.
Actually, you know what?
But it is Trell's turn. Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind. If we're still doing turns.
12, and I'm going to give it to Song.
Okay, Song
Alright.
is conscious again. Jesus Christ.
Really, fading in and out here.
Grellin, if you can just cut a hole in this thing. Oh no, you just got 2 more turns.
Almost ready.
There's no way.
Ben, do we take acid damage?
That was on its. We already did that on its turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it's still technically an initiative because its stomach is...
Yes, I haven't removed it because you're like literally just sitting in its stomach acid. Song, that is you. Song, you
This is
truly,
horrible.
truly do not need to do a lot of damage, but you do need to cut your way out, I believe.
So I can't just step out of its mouth?
You know what? I will say, if you want to make a escape artist check, you could try to climb through.
God, no. Or I'm just gonna feed Trell a healing potion.
It's just going back and forth.
We'll just keep healing each other until
Um,
Grellin wakes up.
Avon, you see a brief set of like 2 glows going off as their heals happen, just shining
Yes.
through the belly. Honestly, you've probably been seeing that through this thing's skin the whole time.
Well, I'm just glad they're still alive.
That's 9 HP to you, Grell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Troll.
From 1 to 10, you know, we're cooking now. Oh god, okay. So, Avon, you're... I think if you took the run action, you could get back in 1 turn with the horse.
Yeah. So
Because that's like 200 feet, right?
200 feet. I was staying out of its way so it couldn't, reach me and attack.
Yeah, so, well, I just meant like that's how far a run can go. But you said you're 45 off the map. So,
Yeah.
45 plus 20, 65 gets you to them.
Okay, so I will run up.
Charge at
and
the monster! Charge and pierce the monster with whatever weapon you have.
pull out my kukri and go to work cutting it open.
You could do a charge attack that would technically work. Do you want? Is that what you're trying?
Well, I shouldn't be able to because of the terrain.
Oh, you are in like mud. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I think you will make it there though with all that movement for sure. So you're basically, I mean, the tree is actually here, so if you make it to like that corner, you're fine. Okay, it is Tree's turn. We're just gonna go left to right. Grellin, 7 acid damage. Trell, 6 acid damage. Song, I'm so sorry, 10 acid damage.
God damn it. Song has been fading in and out of consciousness in this thing's stomach for
What a
at least
night-
a good 30 seconds now.
Yeah, truly what a nightmare this last half minute has been in Song's life.
All right, Song. I gave you 12, but I'm out of the spell slot. Level 1.
Song has a health
She's
potion
conscious
on her.
again! He's gonna feed him the health potion. Fucking amazing. Okay, so Song's back up at positive 11, which hilariously is you at half health.
Yeah.
Grellin this is his last turn throwing up. We've been fighting this thing that means we've been fighting it for 10 rounds, which means this has like been the worst singular minute of Song's life. And maybe Trell's, I don't know. Okay, Song, it is
Okay,
back to
I'm
you.
going to delay until after Avon.
Okay, delay till after Avon. In that case, Avon, it is you. Avon, you have to do so little damage with this kukri.
Yeah, I just don't think that I could do so little because I have a chance of getting 0.
Yeah, the non-lethal, believe it or not, would not help from your dagger. 10 does hit it, because it is basically flat-footed touch AC now, is like effectively what you're cutting against. So, 5 slashing. Unfortunately, you need 7. So, Song, you could cut your way out here. If you rolled max damage on the dagger.
I can't yell at the thing, right?
You can't...
You can
No,
always yell at it.
it's dead. You're just trying to cut through its body. Also, I think yelling in this enclosed space might be not advantageous.
Only it hears it.
I guess. Oh yeah, I guess it is like a psychic
Actually,
sound.
Hey Ben,
Yeah.
Ben,
So,
Since it's technically immobile, rather than doing a melee attack, can I do a coup de grace to cut it open?
oh, you started your turn next to it. Yeah, you can do a full round action in coup de grace. Yes. So
Yeah.
you would minimum do it. Hell yeah. You slice it open, and your comrades spill out, and we are out of combat. Grellin, you immediately stop vomiting the second we're done. Honestly, the other three of you guys probably start vomiting at this display. Holy
Guys,
shit.
I have a cool new ability now.
Song slops against the rock and starts casting prestidigitation.
Just cleaning everybody. Just acid and puke. Also, what a terrible revelation for you two that were already conscious in its stomach to see Grellin enter the stomach and then he just starts vomiting while you guys are suffering.
Alright, so
good
I
news,
channel
though.
Positive energy. Everybody
Ooh.
gets 7 and 8.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm
So
back
we're-
up to fall at least.
Everyone gets a good 15. The good news is, you guys do level up to 5 now. That was the last task you need to do.
Thank God.
It was unfortunate that this was the task that got you there, because I think if you'd come back here at level 5, this would have been a dust up. Wow, that was maybe one of the wildest fights we've had this campaign. Okay.
Yeah. Certainly got us closest.
Yeah, that was deadly. Alright, I'm gonna, just to save us doing some more, like, perceptionals and stuff, I'm just gonna roll to see if there's even any encounter. I assume you guys are probably camping here for the night?
Nope, we're heading back to town.
Head back to town? Okay. Okay, so this isn't explored yet, but basically you come down here, are able to make it back up to the town.
Yeah.
Sorry, put this on the map layer so your horse isn't under the token. Oh no, the ruin's
We
there.
come back in,
There we go.
we're all beat up with horrible wounds and dragging a bunch of wargs. And it wasn't the wargs that did the damage.
I feel like I really jinxed it when I was like, man, you guys are coming back in looking so spiffy. And you guys got bombed and acided on. Okay. Well, yeah, good news is you're gonna get no checks needed. You're gonna sleep and get your level up. Additionally, you're gonna bring the warg that was in question here, so you guys get 1,200 gold pieces for the party. Unfortunately, that was a Tendriculus, not a Shambling Mound. That is not the Shambling Mound quest done. That still exists somewhere out here. Yeah, it's a tough time in the Riverlands, but somebody's got to do it. Okay.
Tough job.
You know
Really don't
what?
want to do it. Hey, we gotta.
Now I'm the quest giver. 1,200 gold for every one of those carcasses they bring in.
to the
I'm putting it
citizens.
down me. Yeah. Every Tendriculus they bring in 1,200 gold.
I thought you meant the wargs. You're gonna get so many citizens killed. Like, oh my god, that would change my entire life. Keep in mind, one fucking hex away. I need to put a token there, but is the farm? Canonically, farmers make like a gold piece the whole year. So some sad farmer is gonna be like, oh, make more than I would make in a like millennium? I guess I'll try.
Well, farmers are bad at math. Only 100, you know.
Look, alright,
It is 1,200.
Ben might be bad at math. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and give your guys your level ups.
Okay.
Also, it is truly wild. This book came with 45 or like 40 building tokens for me to upload, and none of them were a farm.
Question, gamers. Do I want to be able to fly or summon things well?
Well, given the advantage of staying out of reach of creatures, I would say fly, but that's just personal preference.
Alright, I'll get flying.
There you go. There's your farm.
Wonderful. Thanks.
It's definitely not the farmlands from book 4 of Rise of the Runelords. I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely not. Don't even know what you're talking
Oh, actually, that's book
about.
2. What am I talking about? God, what a fool. What a fool I am. I thought it was book 4. Like some kind of crazy person. Well, that was truly something. Any questions on level up besides that spell?
That wasn't a spell that I was getting a feat.
Oh, sneaky,
Because-
sneaky.
Velomancers are real light on hexes. I have to spend a lot of my early feats getting more.
Fair. Alright. Well, I assume you guys might take a couple days in the capital of your new country. So, with that in mind, if you guys would like to, I'm gonna say no check needed because you spend a few days just being in town. We're in a new book, new set of rumors. If everyone wants to roll a d10 to see what kind of rumors you get. Okay, got a 9, 3. Let's say Grellin, if you want to roll again, just to not double up. I'll be kind. This is the demon stream. He is biting my feet.
Bruh.
Sorry, I'm just showing the cat to the camera.
Bruh. Okay.
Jesus Christ, Song. You're
Oh my
like
God,
really
no.
motivated to not learn something new. Look, I don't control the broccoli. That's the dice gods.
You literally do control the broccoli.
Shh, it's okay. Okay, we'll start with Avon. Avon, you hear the old tower on the island in Candlemire marks a place where the boundary between this world and another has rasped thin and is now guarded by some sort of deadly monster.
Crap.
Trell, you have heard that there is a green dragon living in the Gnarl Marshes. And it eats anyone that crosses its path.
Love it when that happens.
And then, sorry, who's next? Then it was a 6. Grellin, while recovering around town, you hear that there is a brutish hill giant that's been wandering around the southern Kame lands, just basically southeast of you guys. However, the rumor is that if you just give him a wide berth or an extra stiff drink, he'll leave you alone. And then, what was your actual after doubling 2 times? 4, okay.
4.
Song, she hears that some gnome explorers came by a few weeks ago, claiming they were here to map the entire Greenbelt. They were last seen heading up Skunk River.
Alright. Hope that goes well for them.
And that would be up this way. Gotta make a tavern stat.
Okay, so I'm already going to get Fireball next level, so I probably shouldn't get Lightning Bolt, right?
I mean, up to you. There are different elements that can be helpful.
I'm talking to my friends. You stay out of it.
Alright, I will give no advice. I withdraw my statements.
Could get Vampiric Touch since things like getting in our business way too often.
Right.
So I'm thinking either that or what's this? This seems that's fun. All right, I'm taking that. So I am now taking the spell Screech. You emit a shrill, shrieking, piercing shriek startling those around you into dropping their guard. Enemies in the area must make a successful saving throw or immediately provoke attacks of opportunity from foes that threaten them. You and your allies are unaffected by your own screech.
Okay.
I yell at people and they get scared.
All right. Okay. So you guys are you done choosing your stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Just about.
Okay.
How late are we gonna go tonight?
We usually go till like, I mean, well, we were going till like 10, which is an hour from now, but I feel like lately we've been drifting toward 9:30. I mean, is that the new vibe?
I think, for me personally, it depends on, getting to a good stopping point or something.
Yeah, I usually kind of try to bend it around that.
So that's fine.
I think there is a couple more things we could do, even if it's just a cliffhanger going into it.
Okay.
I won't. Yeah, I'm just like reminding myself of what's ahead. I don't think there's anything that's gonna be like a thing that we would start and get stuck in the middle of.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to finish exploring that hex, or do we want to check out the other side of the lake?
Well, before you guys do that, you do have a petitioner come to the central town hall to talk to you guys.
That can pass.
let him through. I like to think that Ben the Bandit has like a huge scroll and like beckons him in. He's just like, sirs, this is, he kind of glances down. Oh, they're from the farm up the way. He kind of like gestures, northeast of you guys. This, like, old farmer, like, almost retired at this point, kind of steps forward to you guys. He's like, pardon me, my lords, I didn't want to bother you, but I don't know what else to do. You see, a couple days back, well, you all were out on, well, I guess campaigns when you're at war, but outdoing it is what you do. I don't blame you for being away, nothing. He's just like fully rambling, being an old farmer. Look, some of our livestock were killed in one of the outlying farm areas up there. And then, about yesterday, we heard the worst news. A maid, Saki, she, I guess, works at the inn. Well, I say an inn, it's a bit of a small house that we have up there that people walk through. She was killed during her shift, never came back from the outside. Additionally, one of our shepherd boys, Bevan, we found his body torn up. I was hoping that...
Bring the body with you?
I did, my lord. Some of my lads are outside. We decided to skip farming for the day. We used one of the old carts to... the hand wheel carts to bring him up here.
Does anyone want to see if they can figure out what attacked them?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
That'll be a heal check. Up to you if you guys want them like in the city hall or just like step outside, but he's the cart outside. But that would be a heal check song.
Okay, I will make that for you in but a moment. Just need to actually sort out my skills real quick.
I use Inspire Confidence, so he gets a +2.
Nice, okay.
1 sec. 2 more things to change. There we go. What was the plus to the check?
+2 from Inspire Confidence. Good spell, honestly. Okay. You take a look at these two mutilated bodies. Again, it is Saki the maid and Bevan the shepherd boy. The pair of them look like whatever killed them to be a large, roughly man-sized animal. You think, looking at the marks on them and the fact they've been partially eaten along with claws, you think likely perhaps a wolf or a warg did this?
Alright. I will relay
Not
this
much
to my-
more to be discovered from them, but you can investigate the areas where they were dead if you guys wanted to, stuff like that.
No, it's not even been a full moon yet. We're fine. Evan, calm down.
It did take a few weeks. You guys are getting close to a full moon, actually, because it took you about 3 weeks to do the initial session of city stuff. So, let me see. Keeping track. I'm keeping like a month tally on my doc. The next full moon should be in 3 days.
3 days. Alright.
Or I guess more accurately 3 nights, you know what I mean? Like, so not tonight, not the night after, but one after that.
On the
We could go up there and see if we can track this creature.
We'd really appreciate that, lords. It's been a privilege coming to work in your land so far. You clearly are very good rulers, very kind. Perhaps you could... He just keeps rambling, and Ben's like, that's alright. They've said they'll investigate. And he kind of, like, waves him out with some of the guards. Okay.
Yep.
So, if you guys
Certainly
are...
can't have our citizens just being killed willy-nilly.
No.
So, assuming that was this morning, so if you guys want, you can set out to the farm, like, today.
I'd be willing to.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you do, I mean, you got kind of a couple options. There are still a fair amount of farmers and like field laborers out here. You could try to talk to people. You could try to investigate the 2 murder scenes. Up to you. What do we think we should start with?
Not my area of expertise. What do you guys think?
Go look at the murder scenes.
Okay. Mechanically, we're going to kind of just make checks for the scenes as a whole. We don't have to make it at each one. But go ahead and make a survival check at the scenes. There's a couple different degrees of information we can get here. On a 10, Misha's only noticing. Misha kind of whines a bit.
You can do better than that.
Seems like a little nervous, and seems a little nervous and whines, but it's probably about it. And then who's taking point on the survival one? Grelin, or perhaps Trell? I forget who has the higher bonus. What's that?
Let me assist.
13. So Grelin's assisting Trell for 15. 15's the total.
Because see for me.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, it was kind of cut out.
I'll do the fortune because a 12 for me is I rolled a 2.
Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, with you guys working with each other, that would be enough. Oh, you're fortuning it. Gotcha. Okay, that with your assist is good enough here. So the first thing you guys notice is there are indeed the presence of tracks, appear to be a large wolf. They lead into a nearby copse of trees. Following the prints, they don't emerge again from the trees, they just lead there. And on a 20, you guys see that there is another set of prints leading out of the trees. but this time they appear to be bare human footprints without shoes.
I knew it was a werewolf.
Good call.
Ludwig has been missing for some time now.
Yep.
He's just been home.
Honestly, it
Has
could
he?
literally could not have been more thematic a day for him to not be here. It's very unfortunate. I mean, hey. You know that he still has a couple days till he, like, fully can't resist. Unless someone... You do know that it is possible for the afflicted werewolves if someone... you know that it's possible with the afflicted werewolves that if someone had shocked him enough or done him enough damage, he could have shifted without being a full moon, even against his will. So, I think in character, I mean, you guys know that much already. You know it's a possibility.
Playing with fire.
I will say, as you guys are spending, presumably a couple hours investigating both sites, because they're a couple miles apart, you do see a lot of, like, the farmers and townsfolk out here kind of, like, watching you guys, not like they're mad at you, but just kind of clearly gossiping, trying to figure out, like, what you all are doing.
Garland will shout out, "Nothing to see here, just doing our civil duty. Go about your day."
They start to kind of drift away. Like, all right, go back to their work.
I'll use acute senses and ears of the city to find out if anyone...
Ears of the city is very good.
I'm going to try to see if Mishka can track the human by scent.
Okay.
So I got 34 to find out about anyone who was in this area who came back from the forest.
Yeah, so Ears of the City is an extreme... So you kind of, put your palm to the ground, sitting still as you cast the spell. You get, like, all sorts of whispers and thoughts. We'll get to Mishka in a second as well. From the nearby farm folk, Trell. First thing is, on the tip of everyone's tongue, spoken under their breath, with a sense of fear, people are saying the word werewolf. You've heard a lot of people have heard howling, and had heard even louder howling on the 2 nights in question. On a 34, you are able to find, like, one farmer who has, like, a scrap of information about people coming and going. You kind of use Ears of the City, you hear him talking to his friend. It seems like lately, there's lots of people coming to your new country, but this guy seemed to be passing through. There's a rather large Kellid man from the northern part of the continent who recently passed through the farm. Like that small little inn at the farmhouse. Actually, on 34, you get the final thing. It seems like he's been hanging around a couple days and has just been getting drunk at the farmhouse. Yeah, you can aid Mishka, so that's... Go ahead. Oh my
Mishka,
god.
you should have just...
So you get all that information, Trell, from your Ears of the City. Grellin, you kind of, like, with Mishka taking point in front of you, you're looking around, and I think at first, you guys are trying to have Mishka track wolf scent, and it becomes too confusing, because at first there's too many trails, but with those crazy checks, there is more wolf scent near the farm than in the forest and hills at this point.
Well, Grellin, you're the royal enforcer. Enforce him royally, or whatever you do.
Sorry, say that again?
I want Grellin to enforce this man royally.
Okay. I would say with those checks, you can make a perception now, Grellin, as you kind of have narrowed it down to a few buildings. See if you can spot where the likelihood, like the scent at this point is so muddled it's kind of hard to tell exactly where, so you're actually going to look for it. If anyone walked with him to over there, try it. I assume he probably didn't send him off to investigate this alone. I would hope, anyway. Okay, Trell. You hear, sounds like snoring coming from the inside of the barn.
I point it out to people, and then I start my bardic inspiration.
Okay, you pass out Bardic. You guys kind of advance on the barn here. Are we going stealthy?
Can't go stealthy with bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's true. You are actively
Song
orating.
will cast Mage Armor and use one of her new spells. As she chants for a short time, a fiendish-looking crocodile spawns.
Ooh. Alright. You guys take these preparations, you slide open the barn door, and you see just this tall, Kellid. Kellids are very, like, Viking-looking guys. So he's got kind of, like, blonde hair, very, like, built chest and muscles. Seems to be blinking his eyes blearily, like you all woke him up on the way in. And you can just smell the alcohol on him. He gives a brief, like, sentence. Does anyone speak Hallet?
No.
Okay. So you don't know exactly what he said there as he's waking up, but then he does switch to calm, and he's like, "What are you all doing here?" I like that you narrated the actual approach.
You're a werewolf, and you have killed citizens of our country.
Wait, no, Grellin will cut him off. Like, actually, we just need to ask you a few questions. We're not.
I'll say I feel like both effects are in play here. Grellin, give me a diplomacy check. Avon, give me an intimidate check. Like, we went kind of halvesies on that one.
And it ended up fairly close.
That was remarkably consistent.
Well, this is a very tie.
Okay, so he just kind of takes a step back from both of you, looking very nervous. He's like, "All right, you were right. Please. I didn't mean for this to happen. I came from the north and I was accosted on the way. I've been afflicted with this damn curse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it."
Sense motive, which I'm really good at.
Give me a sense motive.
Yeah.
You are really good at that.
Okay,
I can always tell what people are thinking.
I will say you are fortunate if you want to use that, even.
It won't do any good. I have a -2.
You know
Okay,
what?
cool.
I'm going to use Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Is that your sense motive? Perform Oratory does that one?
Yeah, it does diplomacy
Okay.
and sense motive.
You guys needed to clear 20, first of all. Song Detect Thoughts is just his surface thought at first, right? Was it?
Mm-hmm. You detect surface thoughts at first. Well,
I think
absence of thoughts, then number of thinking minds and intelligence score of each, then surface thoughts.
Oh yeah, I'm looking through it now. I think, we're out of combat, so it's not combat rounds at this point. I think as this is happening, Song, you're casting that, you do get to the point where you're hearing surface thoughts. His primary thought, just at the top of his consciousness, is, I need to get out of here. Trell, on a 20, it was hard to catch because a lot of what he said was true. However, you think that even before he was cursed, he was probably not a great guy. You think he might just be, I'd say in 20, you think he might be using this as, like, an excuse to murder.
So I'll relay that as part of my oration. The scheming werewolf.
I think I like it's part of the narration. I like that you haven't stopped narrating on the approach, like, as Grellin took a step over the low-lying bush. This man is really a werewolf, I can say. The guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Who is waking me up? Alright.
Alright. Well, let's manacle him and haul him back to the capital.
Yep.
Alright, I think at that point, he attempts to throw down.
What?
This will be our...
all of us, the rulers of the kingdom?
Oh, haha.
Well, it's better than Grellin throwing up.
So you guys, I'm gonna use...
You know what?
This is my...
He is very unlikely to swallow any of us whole.
Less likely, for sure. I mean, hey, if Song wants to shrink someone, you could probably pull it off.
I mean, I've seen some unholy things on the internet.
Grellin, Avon...
Wait, you've been on the internet?
I did not think that was what was following the weight. Okay, so over here is where you guys are. Sorry, I'm trying to shift ping, but it's not like me.
You're good.
The back doors will be open because you just came in through it. This is also my tavern map, but as a barn attached because efficiency.
Yeah.
But the back door will be open, so you know that you basically have a way out over there. Everyone gets infected. I already dropped you in, Avon. You're right there.
No, I can't see. I just see black.
Oh, it might be on night mode? It shouldn't be. I thought I left it on daytime. Give me a second, because you would definitely be able to see.
Yeah, everything's
That would be
black
good.
for me, too.
Yeah, you put it on night mode.
Oh, yeah, well, look at that. I thought I had changed it. Alright, daylight. You guys should be good now. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just delete one of them. Over here?
Yeah, I can't see anything yet. Should I refresh?
I think maybe, yeah, try refreshing. That's bizarre. You should be able to see it. If that doesn't work, I'll just turn off dynamic for now. It's not that big a deal for this fight.
Yeah, I just got black again.
Okay, let's just switch that off for now. It's not worth our... It can be tricky. So let's turn that off. Fog of War should be off as well. There you go.
I can see!
Alright, yeah, you can see indeed.
I have the power of sight.
Come on, drop the token. Here we go. There it is. That is not his actual health, so I'm gonna have to change that. Okay. So let me clear the order, and then we're gonna roll in versus this guy.
Everyone has a +2 to hit and a +2 to damage.
Nice.
Ooh, you're more inspiring now?
I am.
Nice.
Now that I
You'd
came
love
back
to
from the
see
dead,
Yeah, we got an undead, we got a werewolf. Oh, by the way, everybody, the healing hex is now 2d8.
Mm.
Oh, and also the DC for my evil eye's gone up.
Nice. That is actually very helpful. There we go. Okay. Let's get him on the order. He is an afflicted werewolf, so he has to make a check for this to work. But he is going to... He's still in, like, human form. He's going to make a check to force himself into hybrid. You see he starts picking up this, like, big fucking great axe off the floor. Okay. He's got to make... Yep, the check to go through with that. He is going to shift successfully.
Okay, good for him.
And then that is going to be his turn, however. He has to full round it. Alright. In that case is gonna be, is everyone ordered right? Yep, Song.
Alright, hope his fortitude's not high because, so what is it the action to dismiss a concentration spell?
To dismiss a concentration? I think it's just I usually say, I think we agreed that dismissing is a free action, but I will check. That's what we did for the darkness, but if it's specifically concentration, it might be more. A spell that is dismissible by concentration. It just is a free action as well. It actually specifies that in the core rulebook. Because basically you just stop concentrating on it.
Okay, I'm going to pretty much blink Stinking Cloud to try to make him start vomiting.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot cloud, so if I target the very back, it'll hit him.
Yeah, you kind of throw your hands out. The cloud starts roiling out from the back of the barn. A bunch of the cows start gagging. I didn't add cow tokens, but they're there.
Yep.
Um,
he needs to make a DC 19 Fortitude save or fall second for 1d4 plus 1 round.
He smashes it.
Second. Nah. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to lose concentration on this. It's just gonna stay back there.
Okay, the cloud stays up.
And then take a 5-foot step back, and then end my turn. I will put down the AoE token so that everybody just knows, hey, don't go beyond this point. It's
Yeah, don't go there. I think I have a fog cloud token, actually, or a stinking cloud.
Stanky zone.
I'll look for it while Grellin's taking his turn. If I find it, I can line it up to your bubble. Yeah, there we go.
I recognize this cloud.
Alright, going up. Yeah, you recognize this this thing over here, Grellin? Sees a lot of use in your Starfinder campaign.
Ice, the final stink tier.
For real.
But yeah, he will 5-foot step up and then swing with his ring. Well, she is now focusing.
Nice. You can do it. You even got the +2 from the song. That'll do it. However, you do not get sneak attack, and as your blade stabs in to the werewolf, it does not seem to do anything. It seems to bounce off his fur. Trell.
I should have dipped it in silver.
With that. I can't hear anybody. Is anybody talking?
Hello?
I can hear. Hello?
I didn't hear what Grellin said.
I think Grellin might be having some connection stuff tonight. I was having a hard time hearing you too, Grellin. My Australian group keeps sending me gifts like we ride at dawn, which is, I feel deeply disrespectful considering I get up at dawn and they start the game at 7:30 at night. Should have dipped it in silver. Gotcha, that makes sense. Trell, what's your move here?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any damage to him. I'm going to use Glue Seal. He needs to make a reflex saving throw.
Okay, we got some glue going. threw that d20 on the floor. Let's try that again. What's the DC?
14.
He does pass that, unfortunately. Avon.
Avon, you alive?
Avon? Hello, kind sir. Maybe it was Avon that was having trouble connecting and hearing people. I don't want to skip him, though, because the werewolf's next. Okay. Well, I'll start doing my shenanigans with the werewolf while that's happening. Well, regardless of what happens on Avon's turn, you guys are going to see that the werewolf, the Kelid man, he appears to, like, get the axe in two hands and just lets out a ear-piercing howl as he's going to go into a rage.
My power went off briefly.
My power's been fine, so what are you talking about, Dingy?
Well, it was enough of an issue that it flipped off my UPS, which did a poor job in keeping my computer up.
Oh.
I probably need to get rid of my UPS.
Are you still able to see it now, or take your turn now?
Yeah, it was just brief. I need to get my sheet loaded back up. And
No, you're good. Take it. I'm basically just adjusting his stats and stuff because he went into a rage, but basically you would go before his turn.
all right. Well, I am smiting evil. I'm inspired, and I'm within 30 feet, so bunch of pluses.
Yeah, it's a lot of pluses to hit right here. The first one is a hit. The second one is not. I assumed. Are you smiting him or no?
Yes.
Is that with smite stuff on?
Yep. And I'm using silver arrows.
All right, so that's gonna be. First one is a hit. Second one's a miss, but that does do the full 19. Mechanically, all you see, he looks like basically gets a little bit of health going from his rage on his turn. And then he is going to try and move forward to Avon. So that'll provoke from Grellin. If you want to take a stab. That does not hit his AC, actually.
Wouldn't he have
17?
Flanking at that point?
He would. Actually, he's flanking as well, so he sneak attack too as you move through. So that does hit. Go ahead and roll sneak on that as well. So that is enough damage that does so +2 from you, so 6, 17. That is going through some DR here. Despite the lack of silver. So rages as he still has enough stuff to attack. He's gonna swing that big old great axe at you, Avon. Seeing as how he looks at you like feels that your weapons are hurting him more than the others.
That was probably true. But with him being evil and all.
He's only get it one swing. That is going to be definitely a hit. That's a 30.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
I figured it might. You are going to take 20 damage as this massive axe bites into your side.
Ouch.
Should have left alone. Song, that's you.
5-foot steppy. Tase.
Okay.
Alright, so I need to roll to hit. I have a +2 from flanking and a +2 from the thingy. Plenty. I will make my concentration check now for the spell. Plenty.
Both go off. Okay, so the spell goes off and hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
17.
That's way better than the tree. That is what you needed. I still can't believe you rolled 4 1s and a 2 last time. Or whatever it was.
Yeah. It was 4 1s and a 2.
He's starting to look pretty bad,
and
though.
a 2.
Grellin, that is you. Alright, Grellin's moving in for the sneak attack. Opposite Avon. It's a hit. Go ahead and roll sneak as well. Alright, he is most assuredly below bloodied, by the way, at this point. Trell, that is you.
I heal Evan for 8.
Okay. Avon goes up. I think you just said BRB, but I can add that in. Okay. Getting him back almost to the yellow. Not bad, not bad. Alright, well, we'll give him a second to BRB, but, did everyone here finish, does anyone here watch The Boys? Just finished that yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Not what I expected, but it was a cool finale.
Yeah, they've already done a hard left from the comic book, so I have no idea what's going on.
I haven't read the comics, like, actually, but I was looking up some of it because I was curious, and yeah, it does seem to be a pretty big departure from the source material. That being said, though, the final... Not the final scene, but the final Homelander scene in that crowd was the most disturbing shit.
Because of how realistic it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I was getting so frustrated seeing comments on different social media like, why is this show so political? I'm like, the entire thing is a like political satire. What do you mean? It's very intentional. Like, even when they all sing the, like, you know, Imagine All the People song, that's directly making fun of when celebrities did that, like, 2 years ago.
It's like people who complain that Star Trek is too politically conscious. It's always been politically conscious. It had the first black kiss.
Yeah, people are dumb, man. People just are dumb. I think the most frustrating thing I saw was, I saw this TikTok that was like, did you guys notice this? Is this a reference? And it was like, you know, like the guy with the ox horns that stormed the Capitol?
Yeah.
And, like, they have, like, the exact same guy's outfit in the background of this season. He's like, that's, like, so crazy. I'm like, no, it's not crazy. It's directly referencing in a real event. Like, it wasn't some hidden thing. Alright, cool. We were just discussing The Boys. You're fine. It is, he just got sneak attacked. It is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, well, I assume it's probably a standard action to stop, but he's probably not going to bother.
Alright, I'm gonna lay hands on myself.
Okay. And Trell just healed you for 8 as well. I added it in, though.
Okay.
Alright, swift action. Let's see what the gods heal ya. Did it go up to 3d6 this level?
No.
No, not yet. Okay. Perfectly average heal.
Okay, is that a wall behind us?
It's the open barn doors.
So
You
I
guys
can
basically have to
5
come
foot
through
step.
those doors. Okay, he's gonna use his step up feet and follow you.
He's not supposed to have a step up feat.
I mean, sorry.
Is that provoked from Gellin?
That's what I'm checking right now. No, because it counts as a 5-foot step.
Okay, let me.
Look, this campaign came out when there was barely more than core rulebook. There's only so many combat feats.
Right. Just checking a couple of things here. You know what? I will go ahead and shoot, even if that does an attack of opportunity.
Okay. It's gonna be a hit and a miss. I will say that first one, because the silver arrows, he's looking like he's on death's door. But despite that, he does have enough health left to take a swing, even though he's in the red. I mean, yeah, 22.
Yeah, he needs a 20 at the moment.
Oh my god, he's very ripped. He does 19, so between the two of you, those heals, you are still up.
Yay!
Just these big fucking axe swings.
Never mind.
It is his turn next. He is, now he doesn't have to move, he's gonna make a great axe attack and a bite. He's gonna try to use the bite to drop Avon, and then great axe Trell. So Avon, this is the bite first. This might actually miss because it's a lot lower chance to hit. Let's see. Does 19 hit?
Nope, we need a 20.
Okay, then he fucks up the bite. Would he... I'm just trying to read his tactics. 1 second. Ow, stop. You don't need to claw me. Sorry, I was getting real life clawed there for a second. Okay. I think, yeah, he's gonna... Okay, so he tries to down them as quickly as possible, whoever is the... Okay, so he is gonna try to use the axe on you instead, Aiden.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Stupid high in the 20s. What is your con?
10.
10? Okay, so this needs to do less than 12 for you to live. Which is very possible. Very possible for it not to do. That is damn... You take 10 damage and drop to -8. But you do not die. And I don't think this guy's gonna live much longer. Song.
Since I don't need to do my healing thing, like to him, I'm just gonna heal him from here.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Have a
bloop,
nice
bloop.
10 HP, my gamer.
Avon, almost before your body hits the ground, you are back conscious. I will say though, despite...
You know what? In deference to gravity, I continue falling anyway.
Yeah, I will say it does only bring you back to positive too. So you're conscious, but you look down and there's still just 2 fuck off giant axe wounds in you. All right, that's Song. Grellin. I think if you... Oh, sorry. You got other stuff? Other shenanigans?
No.
Okay.
I'm just chanting, stab him, stab him.
Okay. That would provoke if you went to there.
Step here, because then you would still have Wonking.
Up to you, Trell, but that will provoke if you go all the way to there. Or sorry, Grellin. I don't know why I said Trell. Okay, yeah, that won't provoke. You're good. Okay, so if this hits, I think min damage drops him.
So I've never had to ask this before. What's the role of non-lethal?
Non-lethal, if you want to knock him out, basically, first of all, yeah, if you're not using a non-lethal base weapon, it's -4 to hit, but that's being canceled out by flanking and Trell's orating. So it would be your normal roll, essentially. You have to do enough non-lethal to exceed their current lethal pool. Which is, his like regular hit point pool is very low right now. So you'd have to do a very minimal amount of non-lethal to knock him unconscious. But it is 4 less likely to hit.
Doesn't he regenerate anyway?
The werewolf?
Yeah.
No, he's not regenerating.
Oh, all right.
He's got it's just big DR.
Oh, cool. I missed it. So
Oh my god. What did you roll?
You can use fortune.
Yeah, do you want to reroll that on a fortune? I can't believe you that was a 2.
You got fortune, best.
I used it already with survival.
Oh, fuck, you did. Okay. Trell. That does hit, unfortunately is not a silver book. You crack him across the face, and like no blood comes out of his mouth, he just turns and growls at you.
Okay, Evan, play dead.
I mean, I would allow a bluff check, to be honest. What's the move here? You are prone.
Well, first things first, we're gonna do lay on hands.
It's probably a smart call. Okay, it's a good roll. Back in the double digits.
And then...
It's a tough call.
Just play dead, man. Trell can take it.
Yeah, you dodged the op attack. He's only gotten like 24, 27, and 30 to hit you so far.
Right. It's no big deal.
Unlikely, very unlikely.
Give me just a second. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do here.
You could, since you have a high enough BAB, you could... That was a swift action for the heal, right? Because it's yourself?
Yep.
So you could move action, if you decided to just full drop the bow on the ground, you could move action, pull out a melee weapon, standard action, stab him. But it would be at a -4.
You could try to trip him.
You could also do a combat maneuver, but it is still an attack roll, which is also at a -4 from being prone.
But it's at a +4 as well from Grillin and Trell, so...
Yeah, basically your prone penalty is being cancelled out by the singing and the flanking.
The singing and the flanking.
The singing and the flanking.
Well, because our actual front line's not here at the moment.
Yeah, I was saying, Grellin, you are staying healthy because the main 2 damage sponges aren't here today. This is what happens when my fighter doesn't show up to my Sunday game when I'm a player.
I'm going to whip out my kukri and remove his nuts.
Vicious.
Being not the werewolf.
Okay, this is... So, just a flat roll, no bonuses, because the 4 is getting cancelled out by 4. What a fucking time for a crit.
Forcibly neutered.
That is so unlikely. I cannot believe it. You need... Alright, first I'll tell you, you needed to do 6 damage. So I was like, maybe he can kill him from the floor. You did 5 damage. You did 15. His DR is 10 silver. So that is, you needed crit. 15. Oh, sorry, that's not even the regular damage. Sorry, crit for 27. Oh my god. Yeah, so even with DR... Well, yeah, but even with DR, that's still 17 to his 5. You just drive the kukri up between his legs, brutally. His eyes roll back, and this werewolf is happy to die as this blade hits him. Good God. I cannot believe of all times that is when you crit.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy
20,
fuck.
Evan.
20 healing! Trell, you absolute support beast.
That's 2 cure wounds, right?
Yeah, 2 cure wounds.
Oh, I thought that was 1 spell. I'm dumb, sorry. Ignore my my brain deadness.
Haha, you're not the support beast.
I take back my compliments. Okay.
You know, Evan, we had the same idea. If you didn't get it with your kukri to the balls, I would have just tased him in the balls. So
Yeah, well, It was the target that most presented.
There's too much
itself.
ball stuff on my NPCs for my liking. Okay,
It's a
well,
sensitive target, especially for were creatures.
he does have a couple things on him. I mean, he has his great axe that he presumably brought from home. It's a +1 great axe. It's worth some cash.
Ooh,
Nice.
Chewy Mama.
Nice.
Maybe the boy will like it. Who knows?
So you guys got a +1 great axe, a potion of remove fear, and 11 GP.
Neat. Could we call it there for tonight?
Yeah, that's what I was planning on cutting. I think that when you guys were asking, I was like, I think they have time to kill Kundal the Kelid is his full name. Alright, nice. Okay, so we got that kill in. You guys got your level up today. The city is, well, it started, and you guys did a very good first phase governing it. Even have an embassy with Kyonin, a famously isolationist country in this world. But that's what happens when we win over the party. I will say I am also, it's not done yet, because I'm still writing it. It took me a while to write the last one. I'm writing another one of those social encounter parties. Now that you, have a kingdom. So, we'll bring in, visiting dignitaries and stuff. But that might not be for a couple sessions. I'll see how fast I can get it done. Alright, that being said, I'll see you guys next Monday. Good session.
Toodle.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.